To the Saturday episode of Robeytech Live. I am your host, Justin Robey, and we have such a build today. We have such a build in the fact that it's got like so much RGB. It's got like every component you could ever want, and on top of that, it's got a screen. It's got all the RGB. It's got, you know, it's going to be a fun build to build because I love the PSU that we're using in it. So I am actually pretty excited about this build all in because it's just going to be a good build, and everybody loves to see like those over the top, absolutely crazy builds and all that sort of stuff. Oh, hold on, guys, I got to fix the. Just noticed the sub goal's all broken. I knew there was something. There's always something I'm gonna forget. So let me fix that real quick. Looks like we got one, two subs. Okay, cool. So let me fix that real quick. Sub goal, where are you? There you are. Okay, in this $50 Newegg gift card. 5202 19 2024. There we go. So anyway, it's got all the stuff that it's over the top. Let me just put it that way, guys. I have a giant water bottle around here somewhere that I left somewhere. Hold on, I gotta find my water bottle. I will tell you, I have a story when I get back. I just gotta find my water bottle. I don't know where I set it. I need my water bottle. Oh, I found it. I just left it on the counter. Ugh. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, anyway, crazy build. Here's the deal. I just want to be transparent with you guys. Today, so I am training for a half marathon. If you haven't been following me on Twitter, it's not till October. So I run like a 5K pretty much every day. So I run like a 5K every day. And just today I decided, so it's the Halloween one at Disneyland. Today I decided, you know what, I have a training regimen, but today I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna go, I'm just gonna go and try and do a 10K today. I just wanna see if I can do a 10K. 10K is essentially, I'm getting towards half of the marathon. I have plenty of time to do this. So today I just decided I'm gonna run a 10K. I did it, no problem. I mean, it was a little slow, but for the most part, I just wanted to see if I could finish it, and I did. But I'll be honest, that run took more out of me than I thought it was. For those who don't know, that's like 6.2 miles. So I did like a 6.2 mile run today. And I gotta be honest, it was a little harder. I mean, I didn't feel bad after the run. I was like feeling pretty good. But then once I like got my shower and had my like little Starbucks and everything that I usually have before I get started on my workday, I was like, you know what? I'm a little bit more tired. So anyway, just if I'm a little discombobulated and stuff today and I feel like a little out of it, that's kind of why. But hopefully, like, I'm still gonna keep it entertained. I'm just being on the reel. Saturdays are going to be my what are called extension days. They're the days that I essentially am trying to go and add distance. So for the next month, I'll be running 10Ks on Saturdays. And then in about 6 weeks, I'll jump up to 15K, and then I'll be doing 20 to 22K every Saturday just to run it and all that sort of stuff. And it's been great. I put an interesting thing up on Twitter, but my fitness level since January has jumped 2,100% just because of how much stuff I've been basically doing. So anyway, I'm sorry if I'm a little discombobulated, but that's essentially why. Now, a couple things. I do want to let you guys know, today we are going to announce the winner of this beautiful PC back there. So we do have the winner. Blondie has the information. We'll announce it at the end of the stream. Who is the lucky sub for this month? That does not mean we still have another PC. That's sitting over here. I'm about to turn it on. This other PC is up for grabs. But I know like some people are like, are there even ever winners for these things? There are absolutely winners for these things. And so today we are going to announce the winner for the Spider-Man build. And then we still have 2 months. I mean, we have about a month and a half left. No, yeah, a month and a half left before we draw the winner for this, basically Project Zero build that we're giving away in partnership with MSI. That's going to go to one lucky sub. And all you got to do to get in on that, drop your Amazon Prime sub and all that sort of stuff. And then you're entered to win. Tier 1 is 3 entries, Tier 2, 5, Tier 3, 10, and then you get extra entries for every gifted sub. Which, by the way, the guy who won in this last one actually did a lot in terms of gifted subs, and so that actually ended up paying off, and he was one of the individuals who was doing gifted subs. So congratulations to this winner. We'll tell you who that is a little bit later. Also, I do want to give you a heads up. Set your calendars. Everybody, just I want to hear, raise a hand. Give me your ears, because there's a big stream happening on Tuesday. So lend me your ears, ladies and gentlemen. Tuesday, we're going to be showing off the brand new Origin Spring Cherry Blossom Special Edition, basically ready to ship PC. We're going to be building it here live and then giving it away. It's $4,800. So it's a 4090, 14900K, all the bells and whistles. We're going to be giving that away live on Tuesday. So make sure you're there Tuesday, 4 o'clock, if you want to get in eligible to win a PC. Like we literally gave a PC. Baba Ganoush, thank you for the subs. We literally gave a laptop away yesterday, right? So I feel like we're giving away some crazy stuff. We're giving away a lot of hardware. So anyway, guys, you're gonna want to tune in Tuesday. There's another full PC giveaway. Plus, we're doing one with ASUS in early March. We're doing like two with Zotac in March. Guys, just full PCs being given away with a bunch of different GPUs and all that sort of stuff. So awesome time. Make sure you're here Tuesday, 4 p.m. It's gonna be a big stream. Okay. I think that's all of it. Oh yeah, regular giveaways. What's going on? It's a regular show today, nothing crazy. We're just gonna build an extra crazy PC, have a chill time, all that sort of stuff. So, level 5 Hype Stream giveaway, $25 Newegg gift card, 50 subs, $50 Newegg gift card, $100, $100 Newegg gift card, etc. And then we also have 250 likes. Head over to youtube.com/Robeytech Live, hit that thumbs up button, and then we'll unlock another $25 Newegg gift card. So that is all the stuff that we're doing. That's all the giveaways that are happening today that you can essentially unlock. This PC is a commission build, and I'll talk a little bit about what we put inside of it. It's pretty ridiculous. So it'll be pretty crazy. But if you want to win a PC, make sure you tune out on Tuesday. You just want to see an epic build, chill here today. It's going to be epic. So let's talk about the parts we're putting inside of this build today. It's loaded, guys. Let me just flat out say. We have an Intel Core i9 14900K, ASUS ROG Strix Z790A motherboard. We've got the ASUS ROG Strix GeForce RTX 4090 in white. We have 5 terabytes of NVMe storage. We have 32 gigs of Corsair Vengeance. It's not Dominator, it's Vengeance RAM. We have Hyte Y70 Touch in white. We have the Corsair iQ H150i Elite LCD, H150i LCD in white. We have the ASUS TUF 1000 watt gold ATX 3.0 PSU. And on top of that, we also have Noctua fans going in the bottom and QX120s to replace the rest of it. So all of that stuff is going inside of this build today. It is going to be absolutely epic. And on top of that, it also has Lee and Lee streamers. So it also has Lee and Lee streamers. So we have a lot of cables, and so a lot of RGB going into this and all that sort of stuff. Now we have put parts on it, we have put an OS on it, all that sort of stuff. So when we get it done, we'll be able to do a little bit of light benchmarking, and then we'll call it a night. This one's gonna take a little while, but luckily, I don't know why it's a Dominator, but it is Vengeance. So it's Vengeance right here. So that's what I have. If we have to switch it to Dominator, we will. This is a commission build, yeah. And I don't have any white bananas, so I don't have any white bananas, but this has peak level RGB. If RGB could get to a number, this one gets to 11. So yeah, it's going to be pretty epic. So anyway, that's the build that we're doing today, and let's go and get started. Yeah, strimmer cables, not streamers, strimmers. The name is weird. I should call Jensen and find out. Which by the way, did any of you guys see your boy on the Lee and Lee Digital Expo? Did you guys see that? I was on the Lee and Lee Digital Expo. I was actually part of announcing the new Lee and Lee stuff that we got to see. I actually am releasing a vlog by the way, on Monday. So if you guys want to see that whole trip to Taipei and hanging out with them and all that stuff behind the scenes, and actually myself, Stuart, and Pedro's like whole our thoughts on the Intel, all that stuff, that's going to be coming out Monday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. So if you want to check that out, that was fun. That was pretty cool. So I'm excited about it and all that sort of jazz. So let's get started with the build, shall we? By the way, this is going to be the first time I think we've actually had a retail, like in the box, i9 14900K. So we have our 14900K, all of our stuff. We got all of our jazz right there. Trying to think if there's anything else. There is not anything else. Okay, cool. Let's go to top down and let's begin the work. It's time to start building, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do VRM first. Will the VRM clear? We can go ahead and get that started. I love this Mobo, by the way. Well, I'm sorry, we're gonna miss you, Araxinus. Hopefully, we'll see you go at 5, but just know that we will miss you. So right now, this is the thing that you guys don't see as much anymore. I am actually going to take out this and get it all set up, because this is a commission build, so it gets done a little bit different. We actually keep the Mobo with all the extra bits. Save that, because you can use that for Tuesday, because we'll need one of those. Okay, let's pop this over here. Okay, build time. Predictions up, guys, if you want to get in on that. See if remember, we've unlocked another 7600 challenge. Now, you guys might be asking, Robey, when are we going to give away the 7600X? That's going to be on Saturday of next week. We're doing a Gamadus P21, I think, Tom. I don't remember off the top of my head. It's an all AMD build, and it feels like a great time to give away an AMD CPU. So that's going to be happening on that Saturday. Gamadus Nesso P1. Yeah, sorry, that name, not easy to remember. So yeah, so Nesso P1 build, that's gonna be Gamdius. Thank you, Gamdius. Gamdius is like, and we're never sending you stuff again. Gamdius, Nesso P1, we're gonna be doing that build on Saturday next week, and we'll give away that community 7600X build giveaway at that time. Because we have some crazy giveaways next week with a whole PC. PC number what? 5 already this year? It's been crazy. Crazy. So, yeah, it's a pretty board. Not to be mistaken, guys, with a pretty bird. Pretty bird, it's a pretty board, not a pretty bird. Just so you know. I just want to make sure that that's super clear. I don't know if anybody was really confused there. I was just making sure, okay? Okay. My birds are now offended. No, they're not, Blondie. They're not offended. They're just proud that I said anything. Okay, here we go. So we've actually opened the beautiful silver 14900K. We're gonna pop this open. Now, one thing we have done, and this is just more for org than anybody else, is that we have already set this to stock Intel settings. So on a 360mm AIO, it is gonna run nice and frosty. And so if the person wants to do any overclocking or anything like that, they can absolutely do that. There we go. Pop that in there. Now we have one of these, we can put all our CPUs inside of it, which makes me happy. What's up, Najia? No, you don't need it. Honestly, Araxinus, here's the thing, is a lot of people, like, once you start setting Intel stock settings, you come to find out you don't really need a contact frame. So, and you'll see that when we run temps. Now, and the other thing too is a lot of times, you know, I had a really good discussion with some AIO cooler companies, and really one of the biggest issues is that people aren't doing a very good job of actually seating their AIOs. So when you see the hourglass thing, usually if you do stuff like tighten the screws and other things, that has a tendency to actually fix it over adding something like a contact frame. So, you'll probably see the same thing here. We've already done this. You've seen an example of that just not that long ago, where my temps, and then I reseated it, did a better job, and then the temps were like literally 15 degrees less. So yeah. What's up, Verret man? How are you? Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is always, oh, we got raided. Myred raided us. Thank you very much for the raid, dude. Appreciate it. Okay, guys, here's where we get to see if this is gonna clear. Now, here's the trick. You gotta go slow because you wanna put up a lot of pressure. Guys, this is looking good. Oh, I blocked it with my finger. I blocked it with my finger. It would have cleared. That's my fault. I blocked my own punt. No, I borked it. I borked it. That would have done it. That would have done it. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to do it over. But even though that still failed, I'm going to do it over because I want to see if it clears because I think it would have cleared. Okay, we're going to do this again, guys. I borked it. Oh, see? See? There it is. See? Oh, look at that. See? If I would have just let it go, it would have cleared. You guys saw it. It's real. People are probably like, that never happened. See, it did happen. But I blocked it with my finger. I feel so dumb, guys. I feel like I let you down. The answer was no. The winner was no because the first time I blocked it. It's the first one. I'm not going to allow a redo to change it, you know what I mean? Sorry, guys. So the answer was no, but I have shown you that it can actually be a thing, and it really can happen. Okay, let's throw our beautiful RAM in there. Well, I have no techs on with me right now. Getting rated here only made me notice Robey was live. Hey, that's awesome. Well, welcome. I know, dude, count to it, but I gotta be fair. I'm gonna do 90. I'm gonna do 99. Let's make this hard. 99. It's Corsair. It's an ASUS board, single side, but I feel like 99's attainable. What's up, Sarge?
The
How are you?
record is 105, I think you said. That was an ASUS board and Dominator RAM, so go big or go home.
Oh, I like it. You actually, I like how Org's got, the stats. He's like, your winner was. Okay, here we go. DDR5. Here we go. 99. Our prediction is still happening, so I'm not going to ruin it. We'll get it ready. While we're doing that, I'm going to throw... By the way, it's been a long time since I've actually used these. These are 5,000, so they have a tendency to be a little bit less expensive, the MP Core 600 XTs, but they're still perfectly fine. I mean, 5,000 for gaming, which is what this person's going to do with it, are going to be fine. So yeah. Electric Yoshi, but you visit me all the time. But I appreciate that you come and visit me as much as you do. So, Electric Yoshi, I also like your name. Just like every time Baba Ganoush buys subs, it makes me happy too. Yes, this is a beast build Zig PC for sure. Okay, here we go. We're gonna open this up. What was Meyer doing today? Oh, I see a peel. I almost forgot, guys. Were they playing something? There we go. Beautiful. Oh, and another peel right there. Wow, there's all sorts of peels. And that's also peel? Wow, I almost forgot peels, guys. There were peels everywhere. Like key release latch. Did I get them all? Oh, there's one on here too. Okay, I think I actually got them. Wow, okay. Okay, now let's throw our core in there and then we'll do our RAM click. A 14900K can only do gaming. That's not true at all. There's a lot of 14900K can do. A lot of productivity, creativity, all sorts of apps that are really kind of ideal for Intel architectures. Just like there are also ones for AMD. Oh, I got to count to it. You were joking. Okay. I just want to make sure that if somebody gets confused, they're like, what? Is that true? No, it's not true. It's a joke. Take a joke. Okay, there we go. Oh, let's do we have peel here. And we'll show the build again here in just a few minutes, guys. There we go. Whoa, whoa. What the heck? Okay. First one going in. I like the sticker on these. There we go. That beautiful cover for it. He's always cheeky. Yeah, I know, count to it. When you think about it that way, that's always an interesting situation where you're like, oh, when you think about how much computing power got us to the moon, and then you look at like a 14900K or a 7950X 3D or 7950X. This thing can use a lot of NVMe drives, by the way. Oh, dude, I found another peel. Wow, so many peels. I keep finding more and more peels. It's very appealing. So it's basically just they're like trying to connect with gamers. It's just for looks. WASD obviously is a standard control for gaming and all that sort of stuff. Don't read into it. Yes, it's very appealing. I like the holders for this. I mean, I like their packaging. Okay, so we put this on this one. So I just want to make sure I put it with the right peel here. This is a 4 terabyte NVMe drive. Nice. And then, as you can see, very Corsair themed for the build. Okay, so we have all our storage in. Oh, is that? No, it's not a peel. I was a little bit nervous. I thought I'd found another peel, guys. I'm nervous that I'm not peeling enough. Ooh, I got it. For those who dare. Do you dare, guys? Do you dare? Okay, so all that stuff is in. Now we can finally do our clicks after all this time. Okay, 99. 99.7 done. Did you see how I just stepped up? Guys, I just stepped up to the plate. Put my thumbs and pushed with confidence. Money, and it was crunchy too. So that was like crazy good. That was crazy good. And we'll just, we're gonna do the same thing with this one, and then we'll have like finished the Mobo at that point in time. 95.7 on that one, not as good, but still 99.7 is one and done, ladies and gentlemen. And we are good to go. Okay, motherboard, there it is. Looking pretty sweet, I gotta say. Motherboard is basically done, but we got one more thing to do. One more thing, and does everybody know what that means?
Justin
Robey has a show. AIO.
And on that show, he builds PCs.
AIO.
With the dad joke here and a zip tie there.
RGB.
And Blondie Bakiki. Justin Robey has a show.
AIO. That's right, AIO time, guys. We gotta get our stuff out of it. Get our bracket on. Let's get our bracket out of here. That is not our bracket. There's our Intel hardware, perfect. Big radio. You're funny, dude. There we go. Okay, let's throw. There we go. Getting this open. Get our Intel hardware out. And we actually get to use because this is a commission, we actually get to use the whole, like, all of this stuff. So we actually get, instead of like trying to have to like jerry rig it a little bit, which this actually does help with temps because it secures it in place. There we go. Okay, so now we got the sticky out. I heard it was AI, probably. I will check that here in a minute. Field Gold Gaming Live, appreciate that. Here we go. There we go. Okay, that's all stuck in. We're good to go. Oh yeah, it just didn't click, but it is now. Thank you for letting me know that. Oop, one is not quite in the right spot. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. It's always fun when you're like, all I wanted to do was just reseat one of them. There you go. Just got to get this into the right hole, guys. Gonna get in there. Get in your hole. What are you, too good for your hole? Okay, I think we got it now. Yep, okay, everything looks, oh, crud, the top one's not in the right place now. There we go. I think it's all in the right place now. Okay, they're all in the right place now. I was just making sure that these were in the right spot. And it was like, I've never had so much trouble with getting these in before. That was like not easy. I don't know why. Shouldn't have been that hard. It's not supposed to be that hard, guys. Got an interesting question. I built with Thermal Grizzly Cryonaut. Is there any sort of rule of thumb you use for when you reapply? Do you reapply? What if I switch to Cryo Sheet? Would I see a huge difference of temps, assuming I use the same AIO? Honestly, dude, you don't need to reapply thermal face for like 3 years, 4 years. And even then, you may notice no difference. It doesn't really break down. Sometimes, like, depending on the quality, I mean, like, I've had systems that we've used for 4 or 5 years, and honestly, the biggest thing that you end up seeing temperature problems with is people who don't clean their radiators and their fans. That's like by far gonna have the biggest impact in your overall temps versus doing something like reapplying your thermals. Yeah, I mean, you can do it. You might see a difference. You know what I mean? Like, thermal paste does improve, right? And so that's not to say that it's not worth a go. And plus, you know, some people, like, it's like working on your car. It's like, there's not gonna be any harm or foul in you doing it, but I don't know if you're gonna see a big difference. Yeah, dust bunnies are like the biggest thing, right? Like, that's really what's gonna get you. And guys, this is, I will say, this is something that people do not do. Please make sure that you tighten your AIO bolts. They don't have to be super, super tight, but yeah. My cousin is a dust bunny, that's probably. Smokers and fur babies, yeah. Or birds. Gotta look for those down feathers. Blondie. Is this the first Y70 touch build? What do you mean, Zemo? You can do it just for fun. It's not a big thing. It makes you, make sure that you play like, you know, the Grand Tour, or play like cool, like I'm working on my rig music. So it just makes it more fun. Yeah, I built a number of Y70 touch builds. We did a Starfield one. We did one when it first came out. I've done this one, and I was supposed to do another one, but we ended up just doing it off stream. I don't like to do too many builds in the same case. Nice, Speed Racer. Okay, those are all nice and tight. We are now officially, now, I will tell you, I'm not gonna apply thermal paste to this. The Corsair stuff is actually perfectly fine. I'm gonna use their nice little design and go from there. So we're good in terms of application there. I'm not trying to cheap out on you guys. Okay, next up, time to strip the case. Here we go. Ugh. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. Time to start stripping it down. Come on, open. There we go. Let's go to the side camera here. There we go. We're gonna open this up. Well, I can just untwist this, this will be fine. There we go. There's that, extra cable. Got all of our cables basically ready. Ooh, my hand's just like, I tried to put my hands through what is essentially glass, so that was good. Okay. There we go. Trying to think if there's, I'm gonna go ahead, just because it's easier. No, it's fine. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to loosen this anyway, just in the short term. How many Oz? You mean like cost-wise, you mean? I don't actually know off the top of my head. How much is, this is not, I think it's 350, might be 360. It is rear fan capable. You can put a rear fan in this. There we go, get that out. Okay, we have all of our cables out. All of the cables for this are already plugged in. And then this I'll take out in just a minute. Why do I feel like, am I blanking here? I know this pops, I know this comes out, I just don't remember how. Well, I guess I don't need to. I mean, I know it comes out, but I don't know. I think I'll just leave it alone because I don't really need to take it out. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else I need to worry about. Nope. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do, guys, let's go ahead and install our bottom fans. And then we'll put in our Mobo, all that kind of jazz. Yeah, I really like the way this looks. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the side view here. So you guys can see, unscrew this. There we go. There's our space for our rear fans, our bottom fans. There we go. And it also has this like crazy thing from there. Okay, let's get our fans in. just to make sure it's get extra airflow. We've got Noctua NF-A14s that we're going to be using. Keeping things simple with black. We'll have some white at the bottom just for fun. Sumi Blue, that's the cooler, that's the Thermaltake one, right? The RGB fans are going all of the other places, but these are so you get airflow, good airflow to the GPU. That's the whole purpose of this. Yeah, we just want to make sure the GPU gets good, you know, good amounts of airs, as they say. Okay. Get this out of the way for now. Need our other fan. Larks, I like that. I like that. Why can't I talk? Oh wait, never mind, I can. I'm good. He was like, don't worry, everybody, it's okay. Nothing to see here. I like that. That was funny. Thanks for the humor. There we go. There we go. Just getting our screws out. We'll put all these in one box versus putting it all in two. I just don't, I mean, like, I don't know if a lot of people use these other colors, but in case they do, you know, he's got them. We have like a whole bin of these things, guys. There we go. How many of these little rubber things can I get? Can I fit them all in one? The answer is yes, I can. All in one box. I just don't want to fill up his thing with just a lot of random stuff. Okay, so now we can mount this the way that I want it to. There's, oh, nope, no one that way. I don't like how, the one thing I don't like about Noctua is that they do this weird thing where you actually have to have your, label sideways, which is kind of a bummer. Which, by the way, this is upside down, which is fine. I need this to go the other way. It's literally going to suck air up. There we go. Get this. This is the beginning. I hope he doesn't talk you out of it. This is a great build. Tell him Robeytech told him to back off. I don't know what I don't know what he would talk you out of. It just, the case is back ordered for a long time. I think they ship in early March right now. That's the only troublesome thing. I would say probably a 4070 Ti Super. Anything less than that. I have a real issue. I mean, and it's a personal thing. I mean, you could put in anything, but it's a personal thing where if you're gonna spend this much money on a case, I would do a 4080 at least. But I mean, like if you want to talk about not getting performance hits, a 4070 Super is probably, a 4070 Ti Super is probably kind of at the limit. This case is very expensive. Yeah, you can order one, a pre-built from Origin PC. They have them too, which is actually kind of cool. That I'm glad that Origin is not just doing Corsair cases now. Though, by the way, if you tune in on Thursday, speaking of new cases, if you tune in on Thursday, we're going to be one of the first people to ever show you a live build inside of the 6500X. So tune in on Thursday. We'll be doing a build inside of Corsair's new dual chamber case, and that's happening on Thursday. So, and we're giving away one of the cases to one lucky winner too, which is kind of cool. Okay, let's put that back on. Yeah, so not just sneak peek, but like literally world exclusive. Ugh. Okay. Let's go to top down. Why does it sound like the music stopped? It's just really quiet. Okay, whoa, it's a great view of nothing right there. Zoom out a little bit. You see what I'm doing? I'm just gonna run my cables through to the bottom there. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so now our Noctua fans are in. They're all ready to go. They're routed, which is beautiful. I see them, which is great. That's all I want. And when nothing's showing, okay, cool. So now we have our rear fans in. So that means we can now do our MOBO. Because our bottom fans, our airflow fans are in, blowing air directly up into our GPU, which means it's gonna have good airflow, which is what we want. Okay. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. That looks good. That looks very good in there. Let's grab our screws. Set that up a little bit. Bring this up a little bit. There we go, so you guys can see a little bit better. Yeah, we got a white motherboard. I mean, like, we're going, like, it's very nicely themed, which is always the fun part about doing commissions, you know what I mean? Unlike any, like, if you buy it from, like, any manufacturer, right? Like, even Hyte, or the one thing that's always fun is that I can select all the parts and do aesthetics plus performance and everything else. So, yeah. Which always makes it fun. We make sure it looks pretty. There we go. Yeah, it has a nice blend to it, and it'll be blocked by that big ROG Strix GPU. The trickiest part of this case is there's a cable that blocks the bottom here. So sometimes you have to kind of move it. So I had to move this little cable so I can get to the corner here, screw it in. There we go, and we're gonna reconnect this display port, which is for our corner screen. And by the way, I don't know if you guys saw, but Hyte finally announced the non-screen version of the Y70 is out now too. So they have the Y70 Touch, and now the regular Y70 is also out. Oh. That got announced this week on Friday. So if you don't want to spend the extra money on the screen, you don't have to. It just looks like a big brother Y60. Okay, so we have temporarily just put that right in there. Pop that in. And I will say, do the left and right. One thing I'm always trying to do is make sure I don't strip the standoffs. You definitely don't want to force your screws. So I'm going to take your time. Take your time, give it a little touch. Kind of stick it in. Wow, that sounds really bad. Yeah. Yeah, it's 220 for the non-touch, yep. There you go. Just kind of do it nicely, and there you go. So you don't strip your... Okay, guys, so there it is. All of that's in. Now what we're gonna do is let's get our fans in. Start getting all that prepped. We can go ahead and S-Dog, thank you for the sub. There we go. There we go. Grabbing all the extra stuff we don't need. Yeah, they're back ordered for a long time. Yeah, getting a Y70 Touch right now is actually very hard. Yeah, they're popular and sold out. I mean, the other thing too is I think they've prioritized, and I'm taking a guess, but I think that they are also prioritizing selling them to like companies like Origin, etc., right? So, or iBuyPower, which is obviously owns Hyte. So there's some options there, which I don't know if you guys saw, but there was just a important announcement from Miss Blondie But Geeky. It is zip tie count time.
Zip tie man, guess the count of them if you can. Evens, odds, who can know? Make your wagers on every show. Hey now, Robey's the zip tie man.
So you guys can now start making your predictions for zip ties. If you want to get in on that, you can head over to just start doing your prediction. It's whether it's odd or whether it's even. And then if you're right, then you get a payout. If you're wrong, then you lose channel points. And those channel points can be spent on things like requesting dad jokes, asking me to stretch, hydrate, and then also for putting towards the challenge, which is where the majority of them go, and all that sort of stuff. So yeah. And then also, don't forget to head over to youtube.com/Robeytech Live. Hit that thumbs up button. There's already 500 people here. So all you gotta, we got 250 likes. We unlock a $25 Newegg gift card. At this point in time, we've unlocked no giveaways. None whatsoever. I know yesterday was actually pretty rough. We had a ton of subs yesterday, so I'm not expecting crazy sub count today. But if you head on over, hit that thumbs up, at least we can give away some $25 Newegg gift cards. And remember, Prime subs, we're going to be announcing the winner of this build today, which was the sub-only giveaway for January and December. This one up for grabs February, March. And if you drop your Prime sub and all those ones, you get entered to win this beautiful PC back there, and you get extra entries towards winning that desktop PC we're giving away on Tuesday. So yeah, it's all a bonus. Okay, let's get our motherboard cables connected, and then we'll start working on fans. How's that sound? Ugh, you're like, sounds good, Robey. Sounds like a dream. Sounds like the moment I've been waiting for. Okay, so for motherboard connections, we have a couple fans down here. Just gonna go ahead and hook them up here. So we'll start with our, well, let me grab my remote cam. We don't want to be lazy. So we'll grab our remote cam so you guys can see it a little bit better. There we go. Okay, so starting over here, here's what we got for cables. We have two Noctua cables right here. These are gonna route right up. Whoops, that was weird. Wonder why our remote cam's not working. Let me see if I can get that to show up. I want to show you the camera. I want you to be able to see it, but... Oh, that one works. Properties, deactivate. I will re-plug it in maybe. Let's just check again. Sometimes we were doing a lot of work, so maybe it's not plugged in all the way. There we go. Hey, that looks good. That's usually a good sign. There we go. We'll hit this. Okay, cool. So now, so first one was we have these two cables right here. These are our Noctua fans for our rear fans. We're gonna route these through to this side. Come up right here from the bottom. So they're gonna pop out right there, just like that. Okay, so there's our rear fans. We've got, this is USB. This is for the, this is USB, so this is for the screen. But we are gonna be using, because we need to on this build, we're gonna be using an NZXT internal USB hub. So let's start with that. And get this opened up. Because we need to make sure it's got, because of the streamers and everything else, we have a lot of USB. I don't know if you guys saw that amazing, I wish that it existed already, the beautiful Liam Lee, the new PSU they just announced. It actually has a USB hub built into the PSU, and it's specifically for dual chamber cases like this. I am super excited about that. Okay, so we're gonna use our internal NZXT USB hub. Yeah, if you, the video will be out on Monday if you guys want to see all the details on it. For the one that I walked through it with Pedro and Stuart and those guys. So, okay, so here's our USB hub. There's our cables. Okay. There we go. Throw this away. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, so our PSU is gonna go right here. So we should be okay. Nope, let's go to roaming. So you should be okay. So we're gonna take this, and this will go like right here, which will be nice. So this is gonna plug into here. Like, if I'm not terrible at this, there we go. That's gonna go right there, which is gonna be fine because we'll have plenty of power for that. And then we're gonna take our USB cable that comes with it. There we go. Undo this one, which is the special connection for the hub. Plug that in right there. And then this, check on the other side real quick. Oops, stop moving. Okay, we're gonna take this and route it right through here. And then bring it over here. This is gonna go right here. So there's our USB hub right there. Okay. And then we're gonna grab our, this is our power connection for our USB hub. And just plug this in right here at the top. Now the good thing is that for everything else I'm gonna have to do, instead of having to route it to the front, it'll all be here at the back, which will be nice. So it'll make it a little bit easier in terms of dealing with our USB and stuff like that. Okay, so that takes care of that. Okay, next up, we got USB 3.2 right here. So this is gonna go up here. We're gonna have that pop out right up here. And then we're gonna take our USB-C, which is ready, and this is gonna also go right here. And then that's gonna pop out right up here. So there's all of our front panel. Oh, somewhere around here, I'm missing my front panel button. Let's go back to roaming back here. Where is my front panel header? I'm looking for the front panel header. Oh, here it is. It's right here. Okay, here's our front panel header. Like, kind of important. That's what turns the whole PC on. And this is gonna come in right there. Okay, now we have all our connections, guys. Whew, that was tricky there for a minute. I couldn't find the cable. Okay, let's drop this down. It's all good. It's Schwartz, that's a great name. Life happens, it's all good. Ray, thank you very much for the sub. Okay, here we go, guys. Gonna start plugging in all our cables now. USB 3.2. There we go. That takes care of that. Okay, now down here, We have some fun ones. And I'll zoom in and show these. First thing, we have our front panel header. Oh, shoot. Yeah, the cable trying to get away. Don't try and get away, cable. Okay, then we have two Hyte Y70, sorry, not TUA cables. There we go. There's those fans. Then we have our USB for our beautiful oh, you know what? We're missing one other cable. Man, they've done a good job hiding these. We're missing the HD audio cable. Oh, there it is. Okay, found it. I found the HD audio cable. It was right where it should have been. Okay, so we're gonna plug in our HD audio cable here. Okay, cool. And then now we can go ahead and take this and then plug that in too. Okay, so now we have all of our cables in and our motherboard is all set. MOBO cables are in. Looking good. Okay, let's drop this in now and be fully entertained. Whoa, MagJad, how do you come in and just drop a bomb like that? Says, hey, I'm gonna watch you more when you get a tumor removed for your dude. Dude, we are all about that, man. If they're like, our community is rooting for you, my man. I hope you are gonna be okay. That's quite a bomb that you just dropped, but I hope you're gonna be fine, okay? Zork Player One, believe it or not, they're not. I actually did a great build just the other day that's like a simple, very powerful build to follow along. This one is definitely going to be more complicated. There's a lot of RGB and all that sort of stuff, but don't let yourself psych yourself out. You probably are more than capable of being able to build your own PC. Okay, guys, so there we go. There it is right now. It's looking fly, right? Looking pretty good. It's doesn't have any fans in it, but we're about to fix that. But it's looking nice. That screen looks good and all that sort of stuff. You sell this? I do not sell the drink bottle. This is just this is an iron flask with a Robeytech sticker on it. So, okay, let's grab our fans. It's the next thing. We're gonna get our fans hooked up. Okay, fans. Gotta do some peeling there in a minute. We've got an already updated hub. Got some cables in here. Just gonna get all this stuff out. There are warranty guide in here. All the stuff we need for the cable, for the fans. Fans, sticky. There we go. Okay, so all the stuff is out now. Okay, so that's all empty boxed. So let's get our fans installed. So first thing we're gonna do is, because we have to do some peels, and you guys like to see the peels. Just gotta find them here. There we go. There it is. There it is. Flip it over. There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, peels are done. Now the one thing I like about this particular brand is that Corsair has been updating all of their QX120s to now include right angles instead of having dual flat, so now it's corner, so you don't have to buy extra cables when you build these builds. You used to have to buy extra cables, but this actually comes with everything. So there we go, let's throw that, sorry, you're gonna hook that up that way. So all you do is you just plug in the single cable, and then we're gonna route it in. Just like that. For those who don't know, right here there's a little hole. You can see I'm routing the cable through that hole. There we go. Now comes all the fun stuff. Get all the screws in. Okay, so now you guys are just gonna see me. Now if I wanted to, I could remove this glass if I wanted to. I don't need to. Not because I'm... There we go. And these side ones are going to be intake. The top and the rear will be exhaust. There we go. It's funny, you guys, it doesn't even look like I'm installing fans. Maybe I'll turn it a little bit more sideways so you guys can see the fans a little bit better. You guys are like, what is he even doing? He's not even doing anything. He's being a moron. Hi, by the way. Hi, I'm here. Hi. Everybody say hi. Say hi, Robey. Hi. I think the reason for non-standard interconnects is because of, well, copyright. I mean, sorry. Nobody wants to pay somebody else royalties, you know what I mean? Patent royalties. It's money, guys. And the other thing too is that the Corsair ones are actually quite a bit more because the connections actually carry more than just a charge. There's actually quite a bit of voltage that goes, or I think voltage is the right word, that goes through these fans for the sensors. Like this has a thermistor. There's a bunch of stuff that these fans have in them beyond just the interconnect stuff. Which is why they just released the QX120, or sorry, the RX120s, which I could show you on Thursday, but unfortunately, you need a special version of Corsair iQ, and because I was like, well, that's kind of a pain because I don't have a bunch of RX120s, so we're gonna put, and I really like the RX120s. They're cheaper, and they have like a little bit more, they have like a really neat RGB mechanic to them, which I like, but c'est la vie. They did not have any extra ones to give me for the review. or not for the build. It's not a review, it's just a build. Okay, one more, guys, and then our side fans are in, and all we got is our rear fan, which we'll be connecting up and to the AIO there. Okay, cool. So that's that. Okay, so those fans are in now. There's the build as it is. Now we just got to throw in our side fan. This build is about $5 grand. It's not a cheap build. It's got a lot of RGB. The 4090 is connecting via this. Oh, we're using a streamer, the Lee & Lee streamers, for connecting the fans. $35,000 is the most expensive build I've ever done. It's a custom water-cooled special video production build, and we did it live on stream. No, Midori, we're doing Lee & Lee's streamer cables. They're RGB cables. There we go. Hold on one sec, guys. Hold on one second. Hold on for a sec, guys. Okay. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, excuse me, woo! Woo! Almost died, guys. Can somebody get him a link to the streamer so you can see what those are? They're a cable that specifically lights up like RGB. So it's hard. It's a brand of cable, and they're made by Lee & Lee. Oh, shoot. I need this to be flat, flush. So finding that flush, go a little bit lower here. Yeah, that's what a streamer is. I'm lining this up so I can get all the screws in the right place. And it should, it's a little high. Hopefully it works, it should be. It's just so I can have the cable flush is what I'm working on. There we go. Okay. Rear fan is in. Okay, so all the fans are in. The good thing about it is because of how these fans are, all I have to really worry about is in connecting themselves. There's not a lot that I have to worry about in terms of getting them connected. That's why these builds have a tendency to go so fast when you're using the Corsair stuff, is because there's not a lot of fan connections. The cables, there's only one cable and it's all managed via USB, which is actually pretty nice. So they're literally sitting down in this bin. We're probably going to do, so we are going to be moving into a new studio at the end of the year, is the plan. And so we might do something cool with all of them. Sometimes the techs ask for them. They're like, hey, do you have any of these fans or whatever it was? So I'll send them to techs or donate them to other people who need them necessarily. And they pay for the shipping. It's all good. See play, I like that. That was I went for a 10K run today, and yeah, I'm having the opposite. My cognitive ability is actually feels like it's lower today because I just kind of pushed it so much. Okay, guys, it's time to put the AIO in. Is a Gigabyte 4090 worth? Is it for $1,400? Yeah, that's great. It depends on if you do a lot of 4K gaming. The thing is that GPU choices are very, very personal to the person, right? It depends on the kind of gaming. If you're seeing something where you're doing something that isn't working, or like it's not getting the performance you need, then upgrading to a 4090 might make sense. Okay, we're going to upgrade this IQ Link to an... Okay, so I do not need this. This is just a spare, which he gets to keep. He wants one. Take out our AIO here. So our hardware, AMD hardware. And then we have all of our spare cables there. Oops. There we go. Okay. So this, we're going to grab our screen. This just apparently just pops off. There we go, just like that. So we just pop this off. Grab our LCD. And now we have an LCD. There we go. Lots of cables and stuff like that. Okay, so we're good there. The spare cover if he wants it. Okay, so now what we're going to do is going to mount our AIO. Which I don't know why they give you all of these, because it's like you don't even need these anymore, but okay. I guess it's if you want to do push-pull, you could. So. I literally just dropped those again. There we go. And let's, okay, so now it's time to get our AIO in. Now this will probably only fit one way, so we'll see. Actually, that seems okay. Perfect. Luckily, Hyte did a really good job of placing this in a good spot, which I like. In Soviet Russia, AIO mounts you. I like that. It's been a while since I've heard that joke. The good thing about the tooling on these AIOs, especially modern AIOs, if they've gotten so much better, you can actually screw the screws in pretty much with your fingers. So it makes it really easy to mount these by yourself. It used to be a whole lot harder. But now, not so bad. I like not so bad. How we doing on likes on YouTube, guys? No, the tubes will not hit it. You can see, so it's fine. I install it this way a lot of times. Cheapest build? You mean the cheapest one I've ever done? 500. We try to do some budget builds too, but a lot of times when people do commission builds, they're always spending, you know, pretty good amounts of money. So I do definitely like to do budget builds as well. Yeah, Man, Bear, Pig, don't worry. I got the 3 on their own, and then the rear fan and the AIO are on one. So that'll be fine. I won't have all 7. It's enough for a single hub, but there won't be too many in a line. With the AIO, you can't do the way that I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make sure this and this are connected. Hit that thumbs up, guys. There's over 500 people here now. Almost on its way to 600. There we go. Okay, everything's in. Now let's just get this AIO mounted like it needs to be mounted. Ugh. Mounted like the boss that it is. Okay, there we go. Oh, shoot. Well, that was good. I think it likes this. Clean off the top of that. You're robbing cool air from the radiator fans by mounting the back fan as an exhaust. Spaceman Spiff, no, I'm not. I'm giving this literally cold air. And the other thing too is I'll show you when we basically show you via the airflow thing at the very end, you will see that this thing, there's no air getting through to this from these fans. So I will literally show you with smoke that you're not right. You're gonna end up with overpressure inside of this, so you're gonna have it with the over positive pressure. So you need to basically have an even number of exhaust and intakes. So I'll literally show you when we get to the airflow thing. The tubes don't touch the back fan, guys. I think you guys think that air is too slow. Air moves really fast through PC cases. Like really fast. Oh, really, Figment? Yeah, well, she'll appreciate that. I need this, okay. Got a little bit of... There you go. Okay, now to hook up all of our stuff. So what I want is, I want one set. What I'm doing right now is routing all of my cables here. The best thing to do would be to route this around. Usually I'll hook all these up before I hook up the radiator, but I did not do that this time.
It's cable management time.
Yeah, what's up, dude? How are you? Okay, that's good.
I'm doing well this evening. How about yourself?
Good. I wasn't expecting you. I thought you'd be hanging out with the wife. Is she asleep or?
She just went to crash out.
Well, look at us. We get a bonus time with you.
Yeah. We've been trying to PC troubleshoot this evening, actually.
Oh, did you decide to put? Oh, what were you doing?
So, Bailey is a huge Planet Zoo fan.
Okay.
And she has a park that she's been working on that has had some wonky graphics artifacting in it. And she was doing some troubleshooting stuff with Frontier. And they're like, oh, have you tried uninstalling your graphics drivers and reinstalling them?
Oh, no.
And so, of course, you know, we walked through all of that stuff and whatnot. But
oh, no.
Yeah. So we tried another system out that had a 30 series GPU in it, and it was working fine.
Oh,
so
that's weird. That's good. I mean, bad but good at the same time.
It's good, yeah. We've got a 7900 XT in her system, so that's a little odd. Was it just? It's one of those funny things. We're trying to suss it out, trying to figure it out, and going from there.
I swear this comes out.
I mean, anything can come out of a PC case.
Yeah, I know, but I swear this actually is made to come out, and I could really use it coming out right now, but I don't. I'm gonna look at the Hyte book.
That's a good plan.
I know it comes out. I just don't know why I can't figure out how it comes out. I do not remember, guys, but I think it comes out because it looks like it comes out.
Can you imagine floating weightless, like a satellite in the black sky?
Your
There's the
experience,
instruction manual.
Yeah, your experience with that is far more than mine.
Okay,
Looks
they're
pretty
in the
so far,
back. There they are. Okay. Okay, so just so you guys know, I'll show you this because it's always in, and that's why I couldn't remember. I was like, these come out. It's because there's two screws right here that I have to remove.
Oh, look at that.
But they're not where I thought they were.
Get you every time.
So then I can unscrew those, and now I can get to the... Now I can open this so I can connect the cables. There we go.
Hooray!
There we go. Now, because there's a little bit of a dolt, I forgot to connect my cables for my... There we go. There we go. And then this one.
That stuff looks so fun to play with.
It's got a satisfying snap, I gotta say. Like, that's one of the things I really like about it. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's an easy thing. It's just these little plastic tabs get in the way of their connectors sometimes, and I just gotta move the plastic tab.
Okay. Yep. That would do it.
Yeah, it's not like...
Those child safety locks will get you
Yeah,
every
exactly.
time.
It's a child safety lock issue. Okay, guys, it's all hooked up now. Okay, now easy to get back in here. There we go. There we go. Okay, now all my cables are hooked up for our AIO. Now, what? Ooh. Okay, so I need to do one more, which I wonder, this is not long enough. It'd be great if I could daisy chain, but there are gonna be too many. Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I think that's more. So I think I need to daisy chain this one in, which is always the interesting part. Okay, so I gotta grab a cable real quick, guys, because I gotta daisy chain this in like a long way. It's always fun.
But at least you have a map to get to where you need to be.
Yes, that is definitely true. I do have the map to get to where I need to be. I just gotta find the cable that helps me map to it.
It's super clean looking so far.
Yeah, it's a great looking build. Okay, that's a 200 millimeter. So many black. Oh.
I was very close to getting the AMD equivalent of that motherboard.
Oh, of that, yeah, it's a beautiful motherboard. Oh, that's what's
Yeah.
right there. I need a 600, I think. I'm gonna have to use a 600. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna grab our 600 millimeter cable. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna connect here, and then I'm gonna route it to the very back over here, so it's out of the way, and then daisy chained into the build the way that it needs to be daisy chained. Okay, so this is gonna go right here. Literally, it's almost like, it is a little, it makes it a thinking man's game, guys, I'll be honest.
Well, it's funny that you should say that, because I remember when we first looked at IQ Link, one of the things that we pointed out was, well, it doesn't necessarily take away the cable management. It just makes you have to be a little bit more calculated with how you do it and how you run those cables and what you run them to.
Yeah, it does take away a lot of the cable. Yeah, a lot of the cable management. But yes, you're not wrong, and you have to just think about it a little bit different, because there are limitations, and that's the sad thing is that. And one of the things that I definitely gave feedback was make more powerful hubs, or make more. You know what I mean? Make stuff that so I don't have to think about it as hard, because it's probably one of the biggest detractors. Okay, and I'm going to grab this right here. The biggest detractors is because you have to think too much.
Yeah, we need like the IQ Commander XL version of the IQ Link hub.
Yeah, there's too many builds that need. But people are spending this kind of money on fans.
Oh yeah,
they're usually doing way more than. Like, they're doing a lot of fans.
If it wasn't for the fact that my system is in the NZXT H9, I would do that. I would go with the Corsair IQ Link fans. But man, like, I'm looking at my system right now, and there are 9 fans in this thing right now.
Yep.
That's a lot of fans. A lot of fans. And they are not cheap.
No, these are definitely not cheap. Okay, guys, we are finally so all of our components are hooked up now. Like, outside of, all I got to do now is just put in the GPU. That's the only thing I have left. And then now I can really start working with cable management. I do need to, the one thing that's going to be interesting is we still have to deal with the streamers. This is just to keep this cable up here. Okay, our first zip tie has been used. First zip tie used, guys. And that's just to keep this one cable hidden. And there we go. Okay.
There's a question in chat asking if AIOs are safe and if there should be a concern over guarantees running out on them.
I would say that there was a time in the dark times before the before the Republic, that was probably more of a concern as they were like new and coming up. I'd say nowadays, not really. I mean, especially with so many just quality AIO manufacturers, I think you're in pretty safe territory at this point in time. So I think you'll be okay. Okay.
How often would you recommend, if somebody is using an AIO, that they replace their thermal paste?
So that question actually came up a little bit earlier.
Oh, really?
And usually, okay. I mean, like, there's nothing wrong. For the most part, you can go 5, 6 years. Thermal paste is, like, it doesn't really break down. Not really.
Okay.
I'd say if you were older, I mean, like, there's a better chance of maybe having an issue. But I'd say that for most people, you're not using it enough that it's going to be a problem. So.
Okay. All right.
I think people want to work on their rig sometimes. They're like, I need to I need to go to my garage. And they want some sort of maintenance, but computers are pretty self-maintaining, right? When you think about it, like, there's no expectation from like Alienware or other pre-built companies that sit there and says like, hey, by the way, every 3 years, bring in your PC for a Victor. By the way, thank you for the resub. Bring in your PC for a tune-up or something like that. Like, that stuff doesn't happen. And so I just think it's a lot of times people want to manufacture things to do with their PCs, but it's not necessary, you know? So.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. It's a great question.
We do like to tinker.
Yeah, that's the thing is I think humans just like to tinker and they want to, they're like, you know, I haven't done anything with my PC. I feel like something should be done. And the truth is nothing really needs to be done. Okay, so what I'm doing right now, guys, I'm going to start working on this. Like, the good thing is that because of IQ Link, there's only 2 cables I have to connect it. Now, every AIO is connected. All my fans are connected. That's all there is to it. Like, that's literally the whole process. We'll probably just put that right there.
I love those USB hubs from NZXT.
Yeah, they make the build process way easy. Way easy. Okay, let's throw this down. It's time to start getting this cleaned up, guys. So we need our USB from this to run into our USB hub. Dual chamber cases are interesting, right? Because it's harder to cable manage and make them look uber clean. I mean, don't get me wrong, we'll still do it, but they don't, it's really about stacking cables into like a giant kind of cable kit, you know what I mean? Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's see, if we wrap this, like most of this, I want to kind of have this, I could probably zip tie this here. And then that'll keep that stationary. And then you have like this beautiful like spot for your IQ stuff. This has got to connect up to our motherboard.
Hey, weird question for you.
What's that?
With the with where that the H cutout is for the height, would it look weird to route that USB cable through the through one of those openings, or that just make the hub sit in there weird?
I mean, what I'm going to do is I could probably figure that out once I get this to stay, which is what I'm going to work on right now. I mean, you probably could run it through there, but I kind of like the way that it's curving around and like with it. I mean, you could probably run, I don't know if I could get one of those cable. Like I like this because it curves with kind of with the drive, with the circle, but this one I don't think I could run that way.
Curious question from the peanut gallery. Being me as the peanut gallery.
I figured.
Yeah.
Okay, let's flip that around. Okay, that'll see, and that does a really good job of getting that to sit right there. And then this is going to be interesting because I don't think I'm going to be able to. I want to just get it to stay straight. I don't want it to move. And there's not a
more magnets.
Yeah, I like magnets versus using like the sticky or whatever it was, which
I
just don't think.
3M tape.
Yeah.
Yes, I would like to permanently affix this here.
Which, I mean, is fine. I mean, in all reality, if you want to, totally okay. But it's like, I don't know. It's just like, for some reason, I just kind of feel like if I can do it with a magnet, I actually don't know why I care so much. I just do. I don't want to do it with, I want to do it with a magnet. I guess if you want to replace the hub or whatever it was, it does make it a little easier for a person if they've had it. I mean, so I'm like just trying to think of, but I mean, odds are this build will never get cracked.
No, they want to see the beautiful cable management of Robeytech.
Well, they might look at the cable management and be like, dang, that looks super clean. But I just don't, after that, like they've looked at it once, I don't think they'll be like, I don't think it'll ever get,
I don't know, man. Might be a dark day. and somebody's going to be like, if only there was some shining example of goodness in this world. and then it would strike them that, oh wait.
I'm going to open the back of my case. And that was it.
I'm going to open the back of my case to see this majestic beauty of the cable management back here. And then
it'll just be filled with dust.
The clouds
like, oh, crud, I should have
yeah.
cleaned this.
Yeah, those weren't clouds that were clouding the sky. That was actually dust. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
You're like, oh, you should have cleaned your system, dude. Okay, we're going to have that come down. I think if we have this come down, we want to do the same thing as just, this one has got it. It's going to have to shift over a little bit, but I think if we have that there, that'll be good. I don't know why. The AMD version is the B650. I think there's a B650 and an X670 version of this board.
There is an X670 version of this board.
Yeah. And it should be like the Strix X670A. Usually has the exact same name.
I can tell you in just a second because I ordered one and then subsequently returned it.
He was too afraid.
And I was afraid, actually.
He was afraid.
I was afraid of the majesty. It is the ASUS ROG Strix X670E-A.
Yeah, exactly what I just said. Had the same name.
Yep.
It was just X670 instead of Z790.
No, the only reason I returned it is because I thought I was having issues with my motherboard, and I moved drives around and everything worked.
All those things went away.
Yeah, all those things went away, and it just didn't make sense to keep it. So I didn't. I mean, it would have looked prettier in my system, to be fair, but not right now. Now's not the time.
Look at you being responsible.
I try.
Who even are you?
I don't even know. I don't even know.
Guys, chat, you gotta tell him. It's like, no, you should always, any reason you have to spend money on your rig is a good reason. Okay, guys, we're gonna work on the bottom cable management here, because this actually has like a section for getting the bottom to be clean. So I'm just gonna see, here, let's do it this way. We'll do the roaming camera here. And then we'll throw it down here. You guys can see as I work on this bottom section here. So now what I'm doing is I really want to, that doesn't go there.
You guys are being a great example for me. You're all like, go for pretty, especially when it comes to video cards. Man, don't I know it.
Okay, we're just literally cleaning this up right now.
You got no signal.
Oh man, it went away again? Why is this doing this? I wonder if it's something having to do with this. Hold on one sec. Oh no, it was showing up on there. Okay, try this one more time, guys. See if it shows up. It was working fine and then it stopped. Okay. See if it shows.
It was too dazzled by the cable management.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like it's doing that again. I don't know why it's doing that. It was working before and then it went away. Oh no, it showed up. Okay, good. Oh no, I pushed one too far. I'm gonna try and make the screen stuff go away. One more.
Pushing things too far. Also the story of my life.
There we go. All right, cool. So let's get this out of the way. I'm just gonna get this out of the way, put it up here, just route it so it's ready. I just need that out of the way. Okay, cool. So what do we got here? We got this cable, which is, I mean, as much as I love this NZXT, it is super thick cable. So let's see what we can do to make this look better. That out of the way.
It is a thick USB
It's
cable.
a thick boy. This can go over here.
Chat's calling for you to water cool your camera.
Water cool my camera. Oh, I was a little worried that it died again. I was like, why did it die? But no, you guys are just getting me all freaked out for nothing.
They're sassing you.
They're being sassy. Okay. Okay, that feels like all of the cables end up in a really good spot here, which is what you want. You want cables in a good spot.
Igor, the gentleman and scholar, dropping a couple of gifted subs and then dipping out to
Igor,
work.
we actually, I think we almost make it to 10 today, guys. I know yesterday was like crazy. We had so many subs. So people are like, you need a break, Robey. Just build for us, monkey. Build for us. Build, monkey, build.
A penny for your thought on Project Zero is a question from the chat. I'm adding the penny for your thought.
Oh, we talked about it a little bit before. We talked about it when we did the build. My thought is that, you know, and I was waiting. I obviously, you know, I had gone to the Lee and Lee thing, and I knew Lee and Lee was doing back compat, and you guys saw that they're doing an 011 Vision back compat case. And I think the fact that Lee and Lee is supporting it is going to help tremendously, right? And it's not just, it works for both Project Zero and for ASUS. Also the fact that there is now a standard. So there's the BTF Alliance, which is ASUS's version. And then there's also the one Project Zero Alliance, which is MSI's version. So I think between those two, I think now that you have not just what was essentially Gigabyte with Project Stealth, but the fact that everybody's gone in on it means that it's going to be a thing. Now, there is some risk to you as a consumer. I'll just be transparent. And that risk is literally around the fact that BTF parts only work with BTF builds. So if you want to, like, you're done, say for instance, you're like, oh, I want this to come out. Okay, so I want to sell my old parts to get parts for my new parts, and you have a BTF build. Now all of a sudden you can only sell that to a smaller subset of people, right? Because they have to have back connect hardware, you know what I mean? Back connect compatible hardware. Now, the thing is I think that, and I think Corsair and Lee are doing this right, where what they're just doing is they're just gonna make their cases work for both, which I think in that case will actually be better. So if all cases moving forward support back connect and they support regular, then I think it'll be less of an issue, because then you can be like, oh, if you want to use a back connect, it'll work with all of the new cases, etc. So my thing is like somebody says, well, what's your thought? My thought is it's still a little too early to tell. But right now, if I was looking at the tea leaves based on what manufacturers are already doing, I feel like we're going to be fine. I feel like what it does is it creates another option for people to build PCs the way that they want. And I always love it.
I like that.
I always love it when people have choice.
Yeah, it definitely, I see those concerns too, where you have, and I think it'll be interesting to see with, especially with ASUS and the BTF stuff, because the BTF motherboard has power supplied for a GPU, right?
Yep, that is true.
Okay, so when looking at the landscape of GPUs right now,
that'll be harder.
That's a lot more difficult. Like even just looking at ASUS and their product stack, I think we have like one 4070 Ti Super that's in the is that correct?
Yeah, they haven't so I have a feeling that right now we don't know enough about ASUS's stuff, because outside of people seeing it at CES, like I haven't built with it. None of us have built in it. So I feel like there's still a lot of embargo that we don't know. Because, you know, we've seen there's an ROG one, so there's a 4090 version, because they showed that at CES. And I do believe that, you know, based on what they're saying, but we haven't seen it yet, is that there will be lots of options for people who want to build using BTF. And understand, I think the other thing too that we have to realize about ASUS is ASUS sells a lot, you know, like a vast majority of the PC hardware, right? It's something that people talk about is they're like, hey, I'll go to Micro Center, and Micro Center is filled with like returns for ASUS motherboards. And some of that is also just because the majority of people who buy hardware, like they sell a lot of hardware. And so that's not necessarily indicative to the fact that there's a problem necessarily with ASUS. It's indicative of the fact that ASUS sells a lot of stuff, and sometimes
It's just volume.
Yeah, it's just volume. So like I mean, it's like comparatively to other manufacturers, it's significant versus like Gigabyte or MSI and other ones like that, right? So I'm not saying that there's not problems. I'm just saying that, you know, sometimes you have to take things with a grain of salt, right? Because you have people like you who went and bought a motherboard and then found out their motherboard was fine and then returned it, and that was, you know, that was what it is. Now, that's not to say that, you know, like, and I'm talking about the AM5 problem. I'm not saying that there's not an AM5 problem. I definitely agree that you need to be cautious, but I just think that sometimes people take random data and try to attest it to the problem that they're trying to say is a problem, and in the end, that may not actually be related to the same thing, if that makes sense.
It does make sense.
All right, guys, so I'm saying I feel like this looks a whole lot cleaner. I think what I'll do is I'll zip tie this down just to create some thing there. But comparatively to what we have a really clean bottom, which sounds like I'm a little baby who needs my bottom cleaned. But
there's a riot in chat for dad jokes. Apparently.
Oh, is there a dad joke thing?
There has been a redeem for a dad joke. That's
Now,
correct. Yeah.
another Robeytech dad
Oh, let's use the
joke
calendar.
phone
Let's use the calendar that my son got me. Okay, here's dad joke calendar time. Here we go. How do you deal with a fear of speed bumps? How do you deal with a fear of speed bumps? You slowly get over it.
Nice.
You slowly get over it. Hilarious. There you go. Robeytech dad joke. Done. Let's see how this back cable looks. Okay, let me get this hooked up, this one cable hooked up. I'm trying to figure out how, this isn't my favorite here. If I do that, that actually kind of takes it all away. Can't really see any of those cables from the front, can you? No, you cannot.
CPlaya32 says, you have to be very precise when identifying fungi. There's not mushroom for error.
Oh no, crud. Peel on this thing is kind of painful.
Uh-oh. We don't like painful peels.
No.
Sounds like you're dealing with a sunburn.
That is a painful peel.
That would be a painful peel.
Okay, that's the one cable we have to connect. I'm gonna go ahead and there we go. Easy way to peel this. Just take it off.
Mr. Indigo 50 asks, what's the 7600X thingy?
Oh, so that 7600X is a community challenge. You can spend points, your points that you earn by watching, by doing your bets, all that sort of stuff towards unlocking that giveaway. So we're actually going to be doing one during the, I can never say the name of the company right, We're doing a build with them, an all AMD build on Sunday, or sorry, next week, Saturday, and we'll be giving away one of those, that community challenge one then. So yeah, that's what that's for.
Very nice.
There we go. Okay, all peeled.
Tom says it's pronounced
Gamdius.
Gamdius?
Gamdius, thank you very much, Tom.
Gentleman and a scholar, that man.
Yeah.
Do you think EVGA will ever make GPUs again?
Nope.
Another question.
That
from the
guy's
chat.
shutting down his company. I think
Oh,
EVGA is done.
That is so sad. I'm sad to see that.
I think he is finished with, and he just doesn't want to have somebody else take over his company. He ended on a high note, and
Yeah.
he just wants to let it just kind of go the way of the dodo. And you know what? It's his company. If that's what he wants to do, it's his prerogative. So, yeah, I don't think I think EVGA is done. They stopped making PSUs. They pretty much just don't make anything anymore. I think he's well enough, right? He just didn't want to take, he loved what the EVGA name represented, and he just doesn't want somebody else who doesn't care, like, you know, or doesn't have the same level of pride to change that, right? So,
Yeah.
which I can understand.
Yeah. It's his baby.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to put it. It's his baby. Just like, you know, Damien is having an alien baby. That guy has a
Listen,
company baby.
That happened in Vegas, and we're not supposed to talk about what happened in Vegas.
That's not my rule. My rule is anything that happens that's funny is public and ready for us to talk about.
There is no baby.
Damien was abducted when in Vegas and was impregnated by an alien. And we are excited to see the results.
And we may or may never find out.
Drugs could have been part of it, true, but we're gonna go with alien abduction babies.
I swear it was only dehydration. That's it.
I like how somebody just said ooh. You assume that alien babies are made in the same way. I'm just saying they could be like sponges, and he could be having an asexual baby. Could just be sputting off of him right now. I'm just saying, you guys are making a lot of assumptions about how alien babies are made.
That's what that weird growth is.
Yeah. Just saying. I don't know where this conversation is going. It's going in the right direction. That's where it's going. Okay, guys, all of our, you know, it always amazes me. Like when I get to this point, I'm like, once I plug this in, all I gotta do is add my GPU and PSU. Oh, I got the streamers though, so we should go ahead and get that plugged in. We'll get the streamer in. That takes some work. Okay, so we have one more HDMI, one more USB. It's got to come in here. There we go. Streamer time.
You want to know something really funny?
I'm going to put in the GPU first, though. Yeah, what's up?
As soon as you said streamer time, a commercial for Taco Bell came up.
Oh, that's awesome. What you guys don't know about the alien thing is that it happened outside of a Taco Bell in Vegas. That's what you guys.
Which ironically
it's
is
ironically the whole thing, right? Like I'm just telling you that it happened in front of a Taco Bell in Vegas. Yeah, so.
which apparently is both your dad's favorite restaurant and the #1 Mexican restaurant.
Yes,
in
you
the entire
can look it up.
United
#1 Mexican restaurant in the United States, Taco Bell. Mawa, I like that. Arkirk, thank you for the sub. Here we go, guys. Beautiful GPU time, just so you know. I'm actually jealous because I keep buying these for myself.
And you never get to use them.
And
in
then
your
I
own
never,
builds?
like, somebody's like, oh, I want to do a commission. Do you have a white 4090 Strix? I'm like, yes.
Okay. Those
Oh,
are gorgeous cards, man.
love this card. I have a white 4080 Strix, white, but it's just like, you've seen my setups. 4080 is not gonna do what I need it to do. Though I'm probably gonna downgrade my graphics card down to a my monitor down to a 1440. Okay. Though we're getting ready to start this whole. This is the thing that's so awesome, guys. I don't know if you've ever seen this. It only comes with the white ones. If you buy like a normal 4090 or another one, but this, and he of course I'm going to put this in. He gets to keep it. I don't know if you've ever seen these.
I have not seen. Oh, what?
It's an ROG championship ring. It's so big too.
Dang.
It's so big. So,
what?
yeah. So if you buy a white one of these, you get this Republic of Gamers.
And
white.
this is why they're $2,000. Actually, I'm just ballparking that. Is that what the white ones cost?
Yeah, they're the same price as like a normal Strix.
Okay.
So this is an overclock. So yeah, there's the normal overclock, and I think they have a normal one too. But yeah, it's not cheap. It's not free.
No.
I keep asking, I'm like, hey, ASUS, can you just make all your stuff free? That'd be great.
That'd be handy.
That'd be
So
super handy. Okay, peel time, guys. There's a lot of peels on this card.
Blondie, yes, I do hear the Halo music as he's revealing this card.
Fair. Okay, so we've got that now. Yeah, I gotta plug the. I was like at first I was gonna do the. I was gonna do the streamer first, but because I gotta figure out how I'm gonna place them before I kind of hook them all up. So I kind of need the GPU in there.
Mm.
Okay, there we go.
Outplayed One asks, Robey, do you ever ground yourself in builds? Have you ever fried anything?
No, you don't need to. I have an anti-static flooring, but I'll tell you, builds nowadays, components nowadays are so shielded that you would really have to work at it. Like, really have to work at it to fry stuff.
Just
And if you
there,
want
like,
to, there's a video from Linus, like, where he tried, and it took a lot. But like, if you're like in a shag carpet, your parents are like big into 60s shag or whatever it was, you may want to consider, if you're going to build in the middle of your house there.
I'm just picturing you in like a pair of like really, really woolly socks, like just scuffing your feet on the carpeted floor and like trying to shock the parts.
You know why I would never do that though? Because it hurts.
Well, that's one reason.
I mean, that's my reason. Even for science, guys, it hurts.
You guys heard it here. Robey's not willing
I'm
to
a
give his
wuss.
body to science.
I'm a wuss.
That's all right. I'm with you, dude. I'm not dumb. I'm not purposefully gonna put myself in a place of pain.
Yeah, that's what I hired you for.
Exactly. Hey, wait a minute.
Okay, peeling. It's more than appealing. Ooh, that tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's gonna be a good night. Appealing. I just came up with that right now.
Love it.
That was me, guys. That was all me. That's the creativity. That's why I'm so big. It's because of that song and my creativity, right?
There you go. There you go.
It's not the giveaways.
Nope.
It's my creativity.
Your
It's my-
dulcet tones.
It's my personality. Man, this peel. Wow, that was some peeling. Okay, we got that one done. I think there is one on the end cap.
This one's from CPlaya32. Told my wife our next door neighbor died, and she said, "Who? Ray?" I told her it was a little too early to celebrate like that.
Okay, there we got that one. Light bar. Now we got this one right here. Luckily, they have since made this simpler than the 30 series Strix, where like, oh my gosh, guys, that took forever to peel. That's like skin off a sunburn right there, guys. Oh, yeah.
So satisfying.
Yeah.
And you didn't even have to get the sunburn for it.
Okay. Take this out. Hey, Kaylee Rose, thank you very much for the sub. Oh, shoot. Wow, that shot up. Just taking these white little adapter things out.
Now I have to ask you: have you had any requests for measuring this GPU in bananas?
No, I haven't. I have not had any banana requests. Yes, we
Man.
have done 40 Slim series GPU builds. We did it with an MSI one, but I think that's the only one we've done it with thus far.
Well, technically, would the ProArt cards count as slim cards?
Yeah, yes, which I have. Yes, so we did the 4060 Slim there too. Okay, so just so you guys know, because it was requested by Damien, here's a banana for scale, just in case you want to know how big the GPU is versus a banana.
So it's roughly 2 bananas.
It's roughly 2 bananas, but it weighs as many as 63 bananas.
That sounds about right.
A human head weighs 8 pounds, guys. Human head weighs 8 pounds. Ugh. Okay, now we got to figure out. Oop, let's not drop the GPU. Side view.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I know that you had everything under control last night, but I was so scared
Then I was
that
going to drop the power brick.
that one of those power bricks was gonna drop. Oh, awesome, Kaylee Rose. Kaylee Rose says, I've been watching your videos for a while now, and you're the reason I'm saving up to build my own PC.
Well, Kaylee, that's amazing. And please make sure that you head over to our Discord server when you build it, because you will, because I have faith in you, and share your build on our Discord.
And also, it's a great place to ask questions, too.
if you want to get ridiculed. Just kidding. No, they're amazing.
No, we have a great group of techs that loves helping people with their builds or their problems with their PCs.
Yeah, or your problems, your personal problems too. If you guys have any personal issues, you want some free counseling, reach out to Blondie But Geeky. She's available 24/7, all the time, whatever you need. The doctor is in. Okay, there we go. Okay. Man, that looks good. Yeah, it looks really good. I'll just refund him his money and keep it.
There you go.
Because that's what I need is another PC.
Yeah, I can see a.
I don't have one in my laundry room yet.
That's what you need right there. Like, honestly, hon, it's gonna help.
Honey,
the
it's gonna
laundry.
help with the laundry.
It's gonna help with the laundry.
Nothing says like I can do the laundry than a full PC setup in the laundry room. Who agrees, right? Well, Kaylee Rose, welcome. Okay, well, this is how it looks so far, which I think looks pretty good, guys. Looks pretty good. Now the only thing we gotta do now is we gotta get all those streamers in. So it's streamer time. We're gonna get the streamers plugged in, and then we'll run all that stuff. Is the GPU rest on some? It's resting on the riser cable. Okay, here we go, boys and girls. Time for streamer cables.
I'm really glad you said streamer cables because I was sitting here thinking, like, okay, which streamers are going in here? Are we gonna get Valkyrie in here? Are we gonna get some,
Oh no, not those kind of streamers.
Okay,
They're way too expensive.
Okay. And like, I know they have connections and all, but
Not to me.
not those kind.
I'm too high. I'm too highbrow. Okay. By the way, I do want to bring this up. So I want to let people know we have a couple tech birthdays that happened. So we're going to bring those and let you know. So we had Sergeant Nobody, happy birthday. Riddick, happy birthday. Cole Martin or Eternal Rage, happy birthday. Maiden, also happy birthday. And our club of the month, or clip of the month, not club of the month. Clip of the month went to Abysmal Melody 013, who won $100 or $50. I don't remember which one, for the Twitch clip of the month. So there you go. Happy birthday to those guys. We'll sing happy birthday to them now, since it's their birthday. So here it is, you guys. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear mods and community people and everybody else. Happy birthday to you.
Beautiful.
So happy birthday,
Beautiful.
guys. Appreciate you and being on there. You cannot win this. What you can win is we have some gift cards and stuff that we're winning. But you should tune in on Tuesday because we're giving away a $4,500 PC on Tuesday. So yeah. Happy birthday, Sergeant Nobody. Did you get your card yet? I know it's on its way, right? Finally. Yeah, PC's a big boy. But it's on Atkins. I'm wondering, like, think we throw the white cable at the end there? I think we do, guys. Kelsey Rose, I have no problem with that. It's a great card for 1080p, and 1440p would be okay too. I like the MSI cards, so they're good. CD player, that's awesome. Not to brag, but I just got hired as a fitness model. They used me as the before picture.
I feel that on way too personal a level.
That's good. That's so good, dude. Okay. Ooh, that don't. Okay, stay. I am just literally switching over to the white version of this cable. So it can, so there's a little bit less black. There we go. Okay, so now we have the white version that's going to be going through here. Okay, here we go. And that goes like this.
Ravager asks, why not use white zip ties?
I don't need white. I mean, in the back, I don't know if it really matters. I have done that in the past, but when I'm in the back, you have any zip ties in the front. So. And the case is like, I mean, honestly, there's some black in here too, so it's actually just kind of visually, I think it looks okay. Hey, next, okay, so here's all this. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Next up, guys, it's time for the 24-pin streamer. Which also has a little white bar. Coming to the end of this build, because once this is done, it's just PSU. Here's a computer joke. I was cold yesterday, my computer froze. It was my own fault, though. I left too many windows open. I like that one, too. That's also a good one.
That's a good one.
What is this? Where is it? Oh, I forgot. It's attached to the actual streamer cable. Okay, 24-pin time. So this is such an interesting cable because essentially you need to, like, you want to be able to see it. So you can't run it the way that you normally would. So this is always like it's gonna be a little bit of just trying to figure out how to make this look good so you can still see the cable well. First thing we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing we just did with the other one. We're going to replace this, the white one. There we go. Okay. Okay, so let's figure this out. How's the best way to route this thing, okay? So our cable plugs in right here. Okay. So we could do this, which I think you'll be able to see more. We could go up, but I feel like that's probably... Maybe that. Might be the best, so you can see it.
That is a thick cable, my friend.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a lot of RGB.
That is a lot of RGB.
So maybe like that. So you can kind of see the cable kind of coming out. There's not a lot of, like you're gonna, like it's just because there's all this extra stuff, right? Like there's some work there, you know what I mean? And like, if you look at it like that, like you can see it. We'll try that and see how that looks. Yeah, I know, count to it. This thing is gonna be bright. It's right there. That's the 12 pin right there. That's the 12 pin right here. Yeah, it's gonna have a lot of RGB. Okay, last bit of this thing. There we go. No, it's not. If you look at the way that I've done it, it's got like a 4 centimeter gap between the edge and touching any of the heat fins. There's actually a pretty big gap in there, and so I just have it. What I did is, like, if you look at the GPU, there's like this much depth between the heat fin, so I just have it up against the metal there, which is not used at all, and it's just holding there, and then the cables kind of bend down and into it. But with how flexible those cables are, it's not gonna be a problem at all.
We don't want this. We don't want anything happening with this system. No shenanigandery.
No, and I'm not worried about, like, I have zero worries about what I just did, no.
No. You know what you're doing.
Yeah, let's go with that.
We're believing in you.
Okay, so we're gonna put that one up there just to control it out of the way. We just don't want any, this one I'm fine with, like, having some. We're gonna zip tie that kind of through there just to hold it in place. And then everything will be ready for that. If you want to see, I mean, like, we have reviews on all of these cases and how they perform against other cases. Hot PC is such a relative term because, like, we're talking about the difference in most cases is like 4 or 5 degrees Celsius. And, like, most people for gaming, you're talking about your PC's in the 60s. So it's like your case doesn't really matter all that much. So if you really like a case and, like, the temps are like in the 60s or whatever it was, you're fine. So I feel like sometimes people are like, well, I had to go buy the Fractal Torrent because they said it was the best case. And it's like, well, yeah, but for what? Like, what are you gonna do with it? Like, are you gonna be doing heavy render work? And, like, what, you're gonna save your CPU might last for an extra 2 days, right? Like, you know, it might last 10 years one day versus, you know, 10 years flat, you know what I mean? You gotta be careful, right? Like,
You do.
The one thing that you gotta do is, like, there are a lot of people who, And this is what we try very hard to do here at Robeytech is there are all these people who tell you there's one way and it's the best way, and that is complete malarkey. There is no best way. There are just, it's all you need to do is just have considerations. Now there are definitely cases that don't deal with certain hardware well, right? Like I wouldn't go and put like I wouldn't go put a 14900K inside of a Cooler Master N-Core 100 Max, you know what I mean? Or something like that. But for the most part, for what you're probably going to do with it, which is game, what you probably have is fine. So
if you like that style though, and you like that design of case, you know, I really do like my H9 Elite.
Oh, I do too. It's great.
Very pretty case.
And the same thing, it's like some people are like, you know, I bought the, what was it? Like I went and bought, I don't know, you name it, the Geometric Future. Am I a huge fan of that case? No. But the other thing too is like, it did great in airflow, you know what I mean? There's some people who like really like the look. And then there's cases that are like, that are warm because they don't have the best airflow. And it's like, cool, then just don't don't go and put a certain build in it then. And even then, like, even if you're like, I'm gonna put a 14900K inside of an old NZXT H5, and I'm gonna use a 280 millimeter radiator. And it's like, okay, cool. And they're like, I'm just gonna game on it. More than likely, that would actually be completely okay. H7 Flow is a great case.
Check out the H6 Flow as well.
Oh man, that case was one of the best performing ones.
Yeah, I love that case. I have a build that I just did in one that is a mostly RGB lists build, and it's super clean. It's an air cooler in that thing too.
And the other thing too is and just so you guys know, just to give you guys clarity, that build that he built is for his new alien baby. It's for his alien baby.
Yeah.
So if I'm just saying, if you want to get it's a good recommendation if you're building a PC for your alien baby.
Yes. The air cooler is the NZXT T120.
Oh, I love that cooler.
Oh, it's such a understated. It's a sleeper.
It's a very aesthetically pleasing cooler too.
It is. It is.
Guys, I forgot to plug in my HDMI cable. I was like, dude, I feel like something is missing here, and then I found out I made a mistake, and I'm hoping that I can get to it and plug it in. Oh, it goes right there. Oh, I love it when a good plan comes together.
Yes.
This is the last connection for the build. Then it's just PSU, and we be done. There be pirates.
Yep, NZXT has one air cooler, the T120.
Yeah, and it was one of those things, and it's like I got a lot of crap for liking it because it was expensive. It's like, well, I told you what the value is. That doesn't mean I don't like it. You know, there are people who it's like, oh, I bought a Gucci bag. What is wrong with you? That thing was so expensive. It's like, so its value is in the eye of the beholder. If they can afford it and they want to spend the money on it, like, you know what I mean? It's like this guy is putting these streamer cables in here. It's like, do they perform the thing better? No, but if he's happy, that's all that matters. And the other thing too is you don't have to have other people validate your purchases. I never got that. It's like, I really need you to feel good about what I bought. Why? It's not my money. You know, it's like, if you're happy, that's all that matters. Don't let somebody else tell you that you're bad.
Yeah.
One fan. There's no all the fan. Yeah, the hub. This is all the fans right here. There's one hub for all the fans.
Voodoo Ranger 774. I had the H10 Elite the H510 Elite for a while. Really nice case. I really love that case. Again, you know, nice looking case. Great.
You're listening to Damien run out of things to say about it. It's a nice case. It's a really nice case. It's got niceness about it.
I was trying to think because it's been a minute since I've looked at that case. I just
remember it was nice.
I just remember it was nice, which is nice.
The airflow, yes, it was the airflow meme case. Yes, I'm really angry about, I'm not approving your super giant cookie, Ghost of M. No! Yeah, I have, this side is controlling 3 things, and this side is controlling 5 things. So yeah, we're completely good. I only need one Corsair hub for all of the fans. And guys, I'm so happy. Like when I get to choose builds, like this makes me happy because I get to choose I love these PSUs. And the thing is, they're not overly expensive, but the reason I love them is because of the cables. These are so easy to cable manage. Makes me so happy. So. Okay, guys, so I got it pretty clean. You know what I mean? Like as clean as you can in a dual chamber case. We're now gonna throw our PSU in here. Make sure that there's nothing, yeah, that should be fine. Yep, see, there we go. Good, and our cables are very thin, which makes it nice. If you wanted a white version of this PSU, it's not out yet, which is why I'm okay with using a black because I just care more about being able to easily work on the build. But there is a white Strix version of this coming out with their version of the cables and stuff like that, so. PSU time, guys, this is it.
Let's go.
Last part of the build. This is at the very end. Now it's time to say goodbye to all our company. M-I-C-K-E. Wait. I used to not even try to use other brands. I was an ASUS fanboy, but still am. But now I'm using EVGA PSU, Evo Case, and Cable Mod cables. There are a ton of great products from other manufacturers. I encourage you, Kaylee Rose, to try other brands. But if you want to, yeah, guys, again, you got to do what makes you happy. You know? In the end, that's all that matters. That and subbing to my channel. Those are the greatest things you can do.
And going over to YouTube and liking
and going over to YouTube and liking my videos. Those things will change your life.
Yes, please like all those videos. Watch them multiple times. Put them on repeat.
Actually, that can, like, don't do that, because then you end up with like the YouTube artificial whatever clause, or you know.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, don't do that. I appreciate you wanting to help me, but
never mind.
Don't do that. Just watch them and enjoy them.
Watch them and enjoy them. That's what you should do.
So one thing I like about this is something they added, which I appreciated, is they said, hey, not everybody's gonna do the cable. So they gave you a 16 pin to double, hey, YouTube goal reach. They gave you a 16 pin to a dual connector, which is nice.
No fun.
So I don't have to run as many random cables. So there's that. There's a regular 16 pin. I need one more of these, which this should be one. That's for our power cable for our IQ hub, IQ Link hub. Power cable for just the extra one for the Lee and Lee. No need for Molex. We're not crazy. PSU. Not a lot of extra cables, actually. That does 3. How many do I have? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I have 3. So I only need 1. Okay. So I can put that away. Okay. SATA, which makes me happy. Not SATA. Ha ha ha. Hilarious.
Long time listener, first time caller.
What's up, B-Mock? How's the Rona treating you?
Oh, well, I actually tested negative for the COVID.
Okay.
I don't know what I got, but I felt like crap for about 36 hours. And
You could be
I'm,
alien
got
pregnancy.
some congestion and cough now.
Could be alien pregnancy. I'm just saying, if you want to talk to Damien about that, he was impregnated by an alien, so, and it was had very similar symptoms.
You never know. I might have something burst from my chest spontaneously here shortly.
It could be asexual though too. I mean, you know what I mean? It could just spud off of you like a wart.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, cool. There we go, guys. All of our cables are plugged in. You might want to start going and looking for your sunglasses. Because this thing is gonna be bright when it goes live. Blinded by the light. Okay, here we go. Let's get our screws in. I'm actually excited to see how this lights up. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be bright. It's gonna be stunning. You guys enjoyed the build? Yeah, we could get another hype train going if you guys want to unlock another $25 gift card. Right now we've got one $25 gift card we're giving away. We haven't unlocked any other giveaways except for just the one hype train. So if you guys want to unlock one more, we could get that going. Just drop some stuff. Hey, thank you very much for the tier sub. We got Pastor Damien trying to get something going with Prime right now.
Yeah, yeah.
When he says that, guys, you know it's legit. Yeah, yeah. Can I get a what? All right, here we go. Oh man, I shouldn't have probably. Okay, here we go. A little bit at a time. Okay, here we go. First, cables. It kind of reminds me of what B.Mock70 came in. First time caller, long time listener. There's that one.
And we got 100 bits. Some bit love.
There we go. Thank you very much for
Let's
the
go.
bits. I love it just a little bit.
I see what you did there.
You see how I did that?
I did see how you did that.
Wasn't my best joke, but
That's all right. That's all right.
I just tried to get along a bit at a time. Okay, this is what I like about these cables is they just compress to very good small sizes. Chat's trying, guys. You just got to keep going. Let's make it happen.
You know, I entered a joke competition once.
Oh, yeah?
I did, yeah. I was allowed 10 entries. And I didn't win, though.
Oh.
No pun intended.
I like it. Okay, let's grab this one. Okay, there we go.
Ooh, do we have any mini or micro builds on
We
the
have a couple of micro ATX builds coming up very soon, and we have a whole build series we're going to be doing for a ultra wide that we're going to be doing later on. So
yeah.
So yes, we are doing a couple Fractal Terra builds coming up. So yes, there are builds, small builds coming up. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of hold this right here for now because when I plug in all of these other cables, I'm trying to get them all into a single wide. I don't know why I said that. Okay, that's not it. Okay, here's all these. There's a cable missing here. There it is.
We do not like missing cables.
I found it.
Oh, good.
There was a cable
Gold
missing, but I found it.
That's amazing. So happy for
It's
you.
amazing. Okay, there we go. There's one. Okay, next one. I just love how easy these cables are to work with. There's that one. One more, ladies and gentlemen.
You got this.
And then all we have is the big couples, the kind of the big cables. There we go. So this is like, now what I'm going to start doing is you're going to see me start stacking these on top of each other just to create, I don't know, almost like some, like to make it look like there's some organization to this chaos. And we'll use this big cable to kind of create that.
That's my favorite tactic with cable management. Obfuscation.
It's a real one.
Legitimate strategy.
Unlike this cable, which doesn't want to go into this, this is not a legitimate strategy. It's annoying. We know this works. You just got to push hard enough. You got to will it to happen. See, and then if you obfuscate, like what I'm doing right here, see? It looks like it's all just part of the plan, and then it looks all organized and stuff. And then it hides a lot of stuff underneath it. I love it. Okay, let's run this weird one black cable up here. And then we are done. Ugh. Come on, there it is. Okay. Okay, now it's time to make it look pretty. So you get some of these big cables.
Yeah. Almost looks like a plate of squid pasta.
Yeah, but see what, like, this is what I mean though about these cables though, is like, see how
That's so not, yeah.
they're just very, they're malleable. They're very easy to kind of.
I misheard when you said which PSU we're using.
So I'll go through. Let me show you the parts actually. Makes some sense. We haven't done that in a while.
There you go.
There we go. So for our PC, here's what we're actually using: the Intel Core i9 14900K. We're using an ASUS ROG Strix Z790A motherboard. We're using the ROG Strix GeForce RTX 4090 in white for our for our GPU. For the graphics card, we're using so for the SSD we have 5 terabytes of NVMe storage, care of Corsair as well. I like a lot of times, like once I'm into the Corsair ecosystem for a commission, I have a tendency to use a lot of Corsair stuff because it just makes sense. That way, if they have any problems or whatever it is, they have one place to kind of go to. For the RAM, we're using Corsair, actually not Dominator, we're using Vengeance, 32 gigs of DDR5 at 6,000 megatransfer. We're using the case, we're using the Y70 Touch. We have the Corsair H150i LCD IQ Link case. And then for the PSU, we're using the ASUS TUF 1000 watt ATX 3.0 PSU. It's one of their newest ones. It's like actually very recent in terms of its release. And then we also have the Lee & Lee Strimmer RGB cables, and we're using QX120 fans for all of the additional fans. Plus we have 2 Noctua NF-A14 airflow fans at the bottom for the GPU, just to keep those nice and cool. So that is all your parts.
Thank you for sharing.
Oh, you're welcome. It's what I do. You want to top down again? Okay, so there's our build.
All right, here's another random knowledge question for you.
Sure, what's that?
Do you have a particular recommendation when it comes to
Pregnancy tests? No. I'm not going to help you with this alien baby thing.
You are not going to let this go, man. Not going to let this go. PSUs. Power for the PSU relative to parts.
So we actually do have, actually we have a whole guide up on the website.
All right.
Yeah, so you can go to robeytech.com/Robeytech.com/. Tom, remind me. I don't remember the direct link, but yeah, it shows you PSU based on GPU and all that sort of stuff. It's put together by the techs, people like BMOC. Even though they try to make us fail, they still like to give good information. But
so that would be a dash GP or a /GPU dash minimum dash PSU dash requirements.html.
Yeah, so that's not as easy to remember, but if you go in there, yeah, there it is right there. Resources, robeytech.com/resources. Thank you, Tom. Okay, guys, there it is. The build is done. Looking pretty clean. Ugh. See how it looks in the front? Looking nice. Looks nice. Bent that down to keep it hidden. Okay. There is our build. Time to put all the parts back onto it. There we go. Now we will fire this up. We're going to go through our deals and talk about our sponsor for today's stream. Then we'll get this fired up and do some benchmarking. So the question is, will it post? But I'm going to do a couple. This goes somewhere. Where does this go?
That is a good question.
I have 2 of these and they go somewhere. And I don't know where.
Are those the thumb screws that hold in the top piece that you were trying to take out earlier?
I don't remember where these goes, guys. From the top.
You remember you were trying to take out
Oh,
the.
yeah. Did I not put them back in?
I don't know. Did you not?
I did not. Thank you.
Hey, you're
Hey,
welcome.
Justin.
Yeah.
First try.
Hey, Tom did almost that whole PSU thing by himself, basically.
Oh, okay. Well, I was trying to give you credit. Well, Tom, thank you. Tom does that, but he
You got to
asked
give
for-
credit where credit's due.
That is true. That is true. Tom's a pretty amazing individual, even though he's from Detroit.
There's a question from Kaylee Rose about
Kaylee, yes, it
compatibility
is.
here.
You may have to do a BIOS flash, but yes, it is. Depending on when it came out, and if it does, it's an easy thing to do, and you can always ask our techs in chat to help you with that stuff and how to do it. Luckily, you have an incredible community filled with people like BMOC, Org, Maiden, all sorts of folks who would love to help you know how to do that stuff. Okay, guys, there is the build. Let's do our zip tie count real quick. Top down, summer in the city. People are saying even odd. Here we go. I know the case is in the way. You'll be a silver blurry. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 20. Even 22. Woo. 22. It is even today, guys. 22. $22 today, guys. Congratulations to winners. You are winner, IR Base. Okay, let's take a drink. Let's pull up our sponsor and all that stuff real quick. Ugh. I do not see, oh, it's because it's back there. I was like, I do not see graphics. I do not see what we need, but I found it now. There we go. Plug this in. Oh. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. How many reverse fans on that Y70? None. We have intake at the bottom, intake at the side, exhaust. So we have intake through the back. You guys, and I'll show you airflow, don't worry.
They wanted to see the smoke machine.
They want to see the, yeah, they definitely want to see the smoke machine. Okay, so let's say, for instance, you get finished with a PC build like this and it's time to put on Windows. Well, you're gonna go pick up a copy of Windows at someplace like Newegg or at Best Buy or whatever it was. It would regularly cost you about $150, but here at VIP/CDKdeals.com, you can pick up a copy of Windows 10 Pro for $23.65. So, which is a significant discount, but if you hit buy now, use code RBCK at checkout, RBCK, it's easy to remember, RBCK. Hit apply. What was $23.65 drops all the way down to $16.55, which is a significant savings in terms of the cost, etc. Now, if you wanted to pick up, say, for instance, Office, which is another option, which is I'm checking on a thing, and you don't want to pay for something like Microsoft 365, you just want to pay once. Well, if you're going to go pick up a copy of Office 2019, say, for instance, or 2016, those are regularly $250. But here at VIP/CDKdeals.com, say, for instance, you wanted to use it for work or college, whatever, you can pick it up here, $67.18. Again, use code, you buy now, use code RBCK at checkout, hit apply. And what was $67.18 drops all the way down to $47.03. So great place, literally thousands, I'm not kidding, thousands of people have bought there from my community. If you have any questions, you can just reach out to, just ask people. People will tell you. They have great customer service, all that sort of stuff. So check it out, vip/gdkdeals.com, especially if you're picking up copies of Windows or whatever, and you want to make sure that you can customize it, etc., and not have to worry about paying a premium price. So, yeah. That is true, Cypher, but that's only motherboards. Most things like GPUs, etc., it doesn't seem to trigger it. It's only like if you change out the motherboard. Yeah. Okay, guys, so that is VIP/CDK deals. Yeah, it's the tight on the motherboard. Okay, so here we go, guys. The last thing I want to tell you about is Robeytech.com. So I obviously built a commission PC. I do it from time to time here at Robeytech. For the most part, we try not to do a lot of them because honestly, I basically have a lot of cases to build in and stuff like that, and I want to give away PCs to you. But every once in a while, if you want to have me build a PC, you can email me over at Robeytech.com. We basically, it's got to be a $1,200 minimum system. You just reach out. If I can make it happen, I will absolutely make it happen. The other thing too is that if you like a build, so for instance, you see a build like this, and you're like, Robey, I want to build this PC. Well, you can go over to robeytech.com/builds. All of the parts are there as well as the stream. And so, for instance, here's when we ran through all of those different laptops. Here is this, I love this build, by the way. This beautiful $2,500 new no frills step-by-step build. So if you ever want to look for the parts, figure out, and you're trying to build your own part list, great place to check, robeytech.com/builds. Last thing is the Robeytech Insider, which releases once a week or once every couple of weeks, unless there's like some sort of travel thing like this week there wasn't one. You can head over to robeytech.com/insider. It's a great place to go find all of the information, basically all of the most recent streams, as well as giveaways. For instance, we gave away that, we had a Gleam giveaway for the Cyberpunk PC. So you could go and find that here and how to enter it and stuff like that, as well as all the community giveaways as well. So if you want to go check that out, robeytech.com/insider has all the latest videos. All you got to do is subscribe. It goes right to your email as well. You don't have to go to the website, and just shows up in your email, and you can say, oh, I want to watch that build or whatever, or hey, I was curious with that GPU release, or hey, that AIO that AIO review or whatever it is. Okay, last thing, deals. Let's see what Tom's found for us today. So here are the stream deals for 2/17/2024. Corsair MP600 core 2TB NVMe drive. This is an M.2 2230, up to 5,000 megabytes sequential. It's great for your Steam Deck, your ROG Ally, your Microsoft Surface Pro, or even things like your, the brand new MSI Claw, etc. So if you want to go up to 2 TB. And then we are actually going to be doing a demonstration showing you how to clone a drive. We're going to be doing that live on a stream during one of our laptop review things probably next month. Deepcool LS720 LE-SE, LS720 SE on sale, $82.99. This is a great cooler. We have a review on it. Amazing AIO, and that is a great price for that AIO. ASRock Challenger Radeon RX 7800 XT. On sale, $489.99. BMOC, AMD's killing it, man, with these 7800 XT costs, man. I mean, it's still pretty close to a 4070 Super, but they're making it cheap. It's a great GPU. If you don't care about ray tracing or anything like that, that is a great card for you to buy. Creative Pebble 2.0 USB powered desktop speakers, $18 if you need some cheap speakers. I actually don't mind these. They actually have pretty good sound. ROG Ally 7 120 hertz. This is their Ryzen Z1, $399.99. Love this great handheld. And rumor is they're going to be doing an ROG Ally 2, which is why you're probably seeing the price come down. And then the Samsung Odyssey G7, which we showed off. This is a 4K UHD IPS FreeSync, $549.99. So that's almost what is that like? Is that $200 off, Tom?
It's something like that.
That's a really good price for that monitor. So I would say that this corner right here, There's some really good options there. That's a great monitor. We showed that off as part of our Samsung stuff. And so this corner is a really, really strong thing. So anyway, guys, that is it for deals. Everybody say thank you, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
Tom does such a good job. So good job, Tom. Oh, it's $250 off. Yeah, that's a great price for that AIO. Okay, guys. Well, we are getting to the end of the stream. We're going to be turning this on now. And then, again, if you guys want to unlock that hype train or anything like that, we could give away another $25 Newegg gift card. We're going to be giving away one at least. But if we want to unlock some more giveaways, now's the time to get that started. Okay, this is all done. GPU. All you got to do is drop some 100 bits. We are going to announce, I'm going to announce the winner here in just a second for the Spider-Man sub-only PC. So we're going to be announcing the winner for that in just a second. And the winner is SR Rock 61. SR Rock 61, you are the winner of the sub-only giveaway PC from right here. So SRR Rock 61, you are the winner. Congratulations. Blondie will reach out to you and if you're here, but congratulations, you are the one who won. And so she'll DM you and get all that set for getting that out to you. So congratulations, they are the winner. Next up is remember guys, we still have this PC right here. So if you have an Amazon Prime sub, let me just tell you a couple things before we turn this on. This PC right here, I'll get it turned on again. If you have an Amazon, man, you know what? I need to make this not sleep. So this PC is up for grabs. This is the sub-only PC for the month of February, March. If you want to get in on this, all you got to do is drop your Prime sub. If you do tier 1, you get 3 entries, tier 2, 5, tier 3, 10, and then every additional sub, every gifted sub gets you an additional entry. Also, if you use your Prime sub, you'll also be entered to win extra entries. You get extra entries towards any giveaway we run, including the PC giveaway we're going to be doing on Tuesday, which we're going to be doing and building that special edition. Actually, you know what? Let me just show you. You guys got to see this build that we're going to be building on Tuesday.
It's so pretty.
So we are going to be building this PC. Once I get to it. Did I take the thing out? I might have, but I'll do it. It's okay. Let me grab the cable here real quick. I think I should be able to reach it around the back and do this real quick. So we are going to be building this PC on Tuesday, and we are going to be giving it away. So this PC right here, we're going to be building and giving away, not the controller and the mouse pad, just the PC. So we're going to be building that. It's a 14900K 4090. 14900K 4090 we're going to be giving away and building in partnership with Origin PC. So drop your Prime sub because that gets you extra entries towards winning that PC as well. So yeah, that's going to be happening on Tuesday. So you're going to want to tune in 4 p.m. We're going to be building that live here on stream and then building that and giving that away. So that could be a dream come true for many people. So make sure you tune in on Tuesday at 4 p.m. Pacific time because we'll show you that whole thing and then how it performs and all that sort of stuff and then give it away. Okay, guys. Moment of truth, but make sure you drop your Prime subs, all that sort of stuff. That always helps me, and it also means you get extra entries as well. Okay. Will it post is the question. I'm assuming that has already happened, Blondie. We've already run all that stuff.
She got it all taken care of.
Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Whoa, look at all that light. Take a little second for the fans to turn on. There they go. There it is, all the RGB. That is a lot of light.
Wow, I looked away for a second and then looked back. Woo!
Still waiting for the post. Oh, I do see it. It's right here. So it's posted. You can see it's posted because it's posted on the on the monitor. I'm gonna have to unplug that monitor. Forgot about that. I plugged it in.
I feel like you need a new wager when you build in a case in one of these cases. That's going to be a, will it post on the regular monitor or will it post on the tiny display?
The tiny display. This one is not so bad because I forgot I should just have unplugged it, and then we'll plug it in once we get in. Now we already have hardware, I mean all the stuff on it and everything like that already, so we're just gonna turn this off, and then we'll we gotta turn it back on without that. There you go. Disconnect this. Let me get the keyboard and mouse and all that stuff set up. Ugh. PSU is a 1000-watt ASUS Tough. So again, just real quick, what we have inside of this build that we just turned on. We have the ASUS ROG Strix, oh, sorry, I don't know, what am I saying? The Intel Core i9 14900K. We have the ASUS ROG Strix Z790A motherboard. We have the graphics card is the ASUS ROG Strix GeForce RTX 4090 in white. We have 5 terabytes of NVMe storage. Corsair Vengeance 32 gigs at 6000 mega transfer. Hyte Y70 Touch in white. The Corsair IQ Link H150i LCD. We have the ASUS Tough 1000 watt gold ATX PSU. We're using the Lian Li streamer cables, and then we also have the QX120 fans and for the power, etc. So that is what you're looking at right there. And then we are officially posted, guys. So let's jump into our BIOS real quick, just make sure everything's set. So we're gonna go ahead and turn on XMP. Okay, let's go over to our advanced settings. We're gonna go to AI Tweaker. We're gonna make sure that MCE is disabled, and we're gonna enforce all limits, so that's good. And then everything else has already been updated. We've already basically updated the motherboard and all that sort of jazz. So it's all good to go. Okay, now we can plug this in. We should go to this one.
I wanted to post in the tiny screen again.
Oh, I have all of the screens plugged in now. It'll still run on this one because it's the first, but yeah.
It totally did.
But it'll go through, and then like now all the monitors are plugged in. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the streamers don't look as bad. I mean, I was worried that you wouldn't be able to see them, but honestly, they look pretty good.
You can definitely see them.
Oh yeah, you can definitely see them.
You can probably see them from space.
Okay, so we are officially in the whole thing now. All of our stuff is loading. Okay, let's go into, you guys should still, okay, so let's do this. We're gonna take this and this, duplicate 1 and 3, keep changes, and then we're gonna make this my main display. Let's change it to, put it 3160 by 1440. Keep changes. I want to go to portrait, keep changes. We're gonna, I mean, right now it's fine there. And then now we just got to run Nexus. So we should see allow. Who needs the sunlight when you have RGB? Hoping this just does what it's supposed to do. Oh, it's it's upside down right now. Right now we'll do continue as a guest. Okay, I gotta make sure. I gotta see this thing because I gotta make sure that it is portrait right now. Let me see what happens if I rotate. Okay, here we go. So I'm showing you, I'm gonna show to the side so you guys can show it's all the stuff. Please, after reading all these steps, you'll be asked to calibrate your touch button below. After pressing touch calibrate, it will turn all their monitors white. Press the enter key on your keyboard until the small black text appears on the Y70 display. Step 3, only once the small is on your Y70, then you can touch the Y70 display to enable your touchscreen. Press the enter key on your keyboard until, oh, and then only, okay, got it. Calibrate. Tap this screen with a finger to identify as a touchscreen. There we go. Okay. So now we've done that. Next. So I'm just showing you guys the stuff for this so I can get it set up. Disable. Next. Video wallpapers are on. Finish. Okay, so now look. Now you can see it's working.
Yay.
Nexus is on. Yay! We now have it. So there we go. So you have, these are the galleries. I want to see, there should be some other. So we have performance in there. I want to change the, no, back. How do I change the back? Weather, calculator, this shortcut, block game, OBS, Twitch chat, media. I know there's got it. I want this, like, I want a different background. Okay.
It does kind of look like the fish is swimming through outer space.
Yeah, which is, I know there's a way to do show Nexus touch, clock 24. Okay. Oh, theme. Okay, there we go. Let's see here. Which would make the most sense? Let's do kind of like that one. Absolutely. Because it's all white, you know what I mean? Okay, so this is how it looks now. There we go, which I think that looks better. It's like more what the thing is. Okay, so now let's go to IQ. Let's go to hardware lighting, lighting effects. He showed me how to do this one time. Oh, it might be here. Let's turn the brightness down. Oh, that, what lighting set? Device settings? Oh, what did I just do? Crud. Okay, so turn the brightness down now. There we go. Okay, so so now it's less crazy. And then now we can go to here. And just for now, let's do like, I like the abstract. It always looks really good with this. Let's see, interstellar. It's a little much. Liquid. Yeah, abstract's fine. We'll do abstract for now just to get him in there. Okay, so there we go. So we have our lighting almost there. So, okay, let's go. Now we have to open L-Connect 3. Lots of freaking stuff running here. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Okay, let's open L-Connect 3. Let's see L-Connect 3 on here. Okay. Oh, we installed it. There it is. Okay, there you go, L-Connect 3. This is for the streamers. Okay, so let's put the brightness down a little bit. There we go, that's a little bit better. And then let's change it to, let's just do a static color for now, and let's just do it white. That is not white. There we go. Let's turn it down a little bit more. A little bit more. So you guys can just kind of see it. There we go. Nice white color there. I think that's as thing as it goes. Okay, so we got those white now. Let's change, now we gotta open up Armory Crate. And then we'll check our temps and all that sort of stuff. But you gotta make sure that you got it all, you know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Okay, we're gonna update our stuff real quick. I think we'll just do, for now, we'll just do like a white with like the fans kind of doing their thing, but honestly, it looks really good with like the white, and especially if the GPU and stuff ends up being white, I think it'll actually look pretty good. It's got a lot of flavor, guys. Let's go to here. Just letting it finish its updates. This is my, oh, is this yours, Altered Nemesis? Well, there you go, dude. There's a great view of it, all with everything. We got the streamers and all that sort of stuff. There you go, dude. All set up. All we got to do now is just get we're just fixing the thing. And so, yeah, there you go. I'm glad you're happy. I think the streamers came out better than I kind of thought they would. I thought they'd be a little bit crazy, but honestly, the streamers actually look pretty good in there. It looks really good. Well, I'm sorry it took so long, but yeah, it's all done now. Temps are going to be great too once we're finished. Okay, I'm going to check for updates. While we're waiting for this is fine. Okay. That's good. Waiting for Armory Crate. This is just waiting for the store to do its thing so I can do Cinebench. And while I'm doing that, let's go ahead and download. I'm gonna go ahead and download. Okay, let's go to here. Still not there. I'll have to reboot once this is done. And then the GPU will show up. Always takes a little bit of time. Let's go Cinebench. There we go. Okay, that's that. Let's pull, the only other thing I gotta pull down real quick because I just want to see it is MSI Afterburner. Hey, Muffin Man, Smoke, thank you very much. Diesel Gaming, guys, we're gotta be pretty close to unlocking a hype train. We could make a hype train happen, which would be awesome.
It could be a thing.
Could be a thing, guys. You guys can make it happen. Dropping some gifted subs or whatever, and then all of a sudden we're good to go.
It's like Captain Crunch. You and the
Exactly.
captain make it happen. But in this case, it's Robey's the captain, and there's no cereal involved that I'm aware of.
No, not so far. Maybe later.
Maybe later. Okay.
Might add some cereal.
Ooh, what is your cereal of choice?
Golden Grams.
Okay. Okay.
I love Golden Grams. They make me sick when I eat them, but I like them. Hey, ZigPC, thank you for the gifted sub. Guys, we're there. Just a couple 100 bits more, something like that. We can make it happen. Yeah, Figment for life. You're not wrong. You can only eat one bowl of Captain Crunch. You gotta be. It's gotta be at least. It's gotta be at least 100 bits. PC Phil. Let me see if the. There we go, guys. Couple more. One more. We got one more. Let's start a hype train. Let's make it happen. Thanks, PC Phil.
Choo choo.
There we go, J squared. We are officially in hype train. If we get to level 5, we unlock a $25 Newegg gift card, guys. It's rolling. We can do it, guys. If one person drops 10,000 subs, we'll hit level 5. I'm just kidding, Muffin Man. I appreciate it. No, thank you, dude. I'm glad. I'm super glad that the person who got this PC made is actually here. That's awesome. I'm so glad that you love the build, dude. It came out great. It really did. It came out so good. I always love it when they get to see the builds. Hey, ZigPC getting us 1,000 bits. There we go. Trying to make something happen. Guys, just get there, support him. Remember, you'll basically help with giving yourself entries for those PCs, the PC giveaways, and all that stuff. I don't want to restart my computer yet. I will here in a minute. I think I'm waiting for, okay, this is all good. So I'm gonna restart the PC now. And then hopefully the GPU shows up. ZigPC dropping 5 gifted subs. There we go. We got Kaylee Rose dropping a gifted sub. That's awesome, Ginger. That's cool. The red one is sweet. Kambiya-sama dropping a gifted sub. We're almost to level 4. Remember, guys, we got to finish level 5. We can make it happen. Thank you very much for all the subs, guys. That helps me. Makes me feel good when we do builds like this. Okay, let's see if our armory crate is going to work yet. Gotta wait for all that stuff to go.
Is it going to be an armory crate or an armory not so crate?
Okay, our stuff is up there. Minimize that. Looks like IQ's doing its thing. L-Connect's doing its thing. Just got to get this one in, then we're good.
You'll love to see it.
One sub and we'll be at level 4, guys. Then we'll have more time. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. We need a Kurosaki. We need a bigger train. Almost to level 4. There we go, Zig PC dropping it, and there we are. We're now at level 4. Got 2 levels left to go. You guys are doing amazing. Okay, come on, give me... It just takes a second. It's just got to show up so I can do them. It might have shown up. It might be there. Thanks, Zig PC. You're awesome. It's like, I got you guys through it. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it's there. Okay, RFX. Let's do Starry Night. Well, we'll do. I wonder what Starry Night looks like if you do white. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's take a look here. That actually looks kind of cool. With the little white, with the galactic side from the fans and everything. We're 25% through level 4. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, it's just got, it's like subtle, so it feels like stars and stuff like that, which is actually pretty cool. I like it. He can change it to, oh, you know, I just realized the RAM is not set. Why is the RAM not set? Why are you doing that? Is that Armory Crate doing its thing? Probably. No, that's addressed. It's not showing up there. Okay. Yep, it's not showing up in here right now, but hopefully when we reboot, that'll fix that. Okay, one more reboot and then we'll do the stuff. Yeah, RAM is IQ, but it wasn't showing up in IQ. 54%, guys. 2 minutes and 53 seconds left. And then we got to get to, then we just got to finish level 5. Stretch from the Zig PC. Yeah, exactly. You're not wrong about the gambling. Oh, nice stretch there. Kaylee Rose dropping another gifted sub. Almost to level 5. We just got to finish level 5 after this. Come on. Find it. There it goes. It's all good. Everything is good now. We are now officially fully synced, guys. And there is the build.
Yay!
Yay! We could probably turn up the brightness on the fans a little bit, so I'll do that. But yeah, we're done. Let's go to IQ real quick. A little bit more. I don't know if I want to go that far. That's better, yeah. You guys can't see it as well. Okay, so I'll go back to that. But when we ship it, it'll probably be 33% versus. There we go. Okay. Colors are in. Everything's done. Let's check how this thing is going to do. That's the important thing. Oop, I need to install hardware info monitor. Guys, 1 minute. We are 1 minute, 82%, and then we'll get a little bit more time. You guys are keeping me guessing.
Keep him on his toes.
Keeping me on my toes. 40 seconds. Somebody's just got to drop a 1 sub, and it'll probably be on to the next one. Who's gonna be the goat here? There we go. Zig PC coming in hot. Kaylee dropping it. OT. There we go. Okay, now we're at the end. Guys, this is the last thing you have to do to unlock the $25 Newegg gift card. Zig has donated a bunch, as has Kaylee Rose. Can you guys get us across the finish line now? We are at level, this is the last part. We got to finish level 5. Wow, it's right there. Never mind. Oh, whoa, Zig PC dropped 10. Holy moly. Who's gonna get us the last Zig? I didn't know you'd done 10. Wow, buddy. Okay, we're putting the last bit of the setup on this. Just gonna make sure that we can show you guys temps and stuff. Let's make sure we have, okay. Strix. There it is. Kevin81 dropping 1 gifted, and Kabli Asama, thank you very much, Kabby. You are also awesome. And there it is, level 5. We've unlocked 2 giveaways. Thank you, guys. Woo. What was that error? Oh, no. Memory usage. Good job, guys. Thank you. If we get to level 10, it's $100, but you don't have to get there. I always let people know. Power percent, no. Power we want. Fan speed, fan temp limit, no. Okay, now we're gonna do CPU temperature. Override group name. This is an i9 14900K. Oops. There we go. CPU clock. CPU power. Okay, guys, almost done. Frame rate. Game. And then frame time. Text and graph. Overwrite group name, game. Okay, cool. Now we got everything set up. Let's open up Cinebench. Let's see how our temps are. You guys are rock stars. Thank you very much, guys. Restream. Ooh, that's registry editor. That's not what I wanted. Oh, I don't want restream. I want hardware info monitor. When you're too used to setting up things on streaming. Okay, so let's see our idle temperatures. 45, 44, that seems okay. That actually seems a little warm. Okay, let's run multi-core. This is where I might have to reseed it. We'll find out. Starting. Oops. No, it's fine. Look at that, beautiful. Mid 80s, probably get into the low 90s, which is on a 14900K on a 360 millimeter AIO is totally fine.
Not unheard of.
Oh, look at that Cinebench. Just jumps up there.
Dang.
34,734. It's a little low. Then we might have to play with that a little bit. But temp-wise, we're good. We're only pulling 250 watts. So there's probably some overclocking you could do on this to get it a little bit better, because you can get to 36. We could probably get another 2,000 points out of this, which is a little bit closer to what you'd see with a 14900K. But yeah, no, this is good. Temp-wise, we're good. But there it is, guys. Temps are fine. Thank you, Electric Yoshi, for the 100 bits. Yeah, the render speed's fast. I mean, this thing is just traipsing through this. There's another setting that lets it set to 90, which we could do, which would be cool. But for the most part, yeah, it looks good. There it is, guys. It looks so good. Running its part, doing its part. Yeah. It looks really good. So it's close to 35,000. So it's about 1,200 points. 1,200 points, a little bit lower than what we'd expect. But again, there's some room to play with at 87 to basically get that, to get it a little bit higher. So there's a setting I would change to, but for the most part, we'll tweak that a little bit when we get it too close to ship. But temps are good, so we're good there. So let's stop it. Let's check out one game. Let's throw up some Cyberpunk. Oh. All of them are like updating.
That's usually the way of it, right?
This needs, oh, it's got to verify. Okay, let me see if I can get this one at least to go. We may not be doing any benchmarking.
But will it need to load
It says it needs 2 months and 13 days to download. Oh my gosh, it's a 58 gig update?
That's quite the update.
Okay,
there.
well, I'm sorry. I don't know why. That's since last night. So there was obviously an update. Okay, guys, well, that's where we're gonna stop it tonight, but we have 2 giveaways that you guys have unlocked, so thank you very much for doing that. Congratulations to our winners and to our happy birthdays as well. Guys, we have 2 $25 Newegg gift cards. Yeah, it's a COD size update. We have 2 $25 Newegg gift cards that we're going to be giving away tonight. So thank you very much for all of you guys, ZigPC, basically Kaylee, all of you for Kaylee Rosie, for Kaylee Rose for doing this. But we're not done. We got to do the giveaways. Don't leave yet. We're not done. We got to do a giveaway. You earned it. Okay, so 2 $25 Newegg gift cards, exclamation point Newegg now, exclamation point Newegg now for these. Starting that right now. 2 $25 up for grabs, 2 minutes, starting now, guys. You can begin, exclamation point Newegg now. That build looks really good, Damien.
It's stunning, dude.
It really is. That is a
that-
stunning build.
This is an aspirational build.
It really
Like,
is.
this is one of those PC builds that, man, like every time I look at something like this, I'm like, I can do better. I know I can do better on my rig.
I can do better.
That's not a like discontent with the stuff that I have. Super, super grateful for the stuff that I have. But man, like there's so many pretty parts out there.
Yeah, there really are. This build came out really good. Yeah, it really did. Came out very nice.
Indeed.
Yeah, you are going to enjoy it, sir. You are going to enjoy it.
Got some lively conversation happening over in the PC builds questions section of our Discord.
No, there always is.
Always lively
30
conversation.
seconds left, guys. 30 seconds. $20 seconds.
We're trying to help with a PC build over here, PC part picker.
Oh, it must be Kaylee. Okay, guys.
It is.
Winners are, she's drawing winners right now. 2 minutes is up. Let's see who our winners are. Congratulations to Kurosaki and Kenneth HD 32374. Kurosaki and Kenneth HD 3234. Congratulations, you guys. Also, for all of you guys who entered, don't forget with subs and stuff like that, you are entered to win this beautiful Pano PC that keeps turning off. I'm going to turn it on and turn it back on.
As you do.
You are entered to win this beautiful PC sitting right back here. So you are, you know, like, don't think that you went to waste, right? There was a really good chance that, there is a chance. I don't know if it's a good. There's an equal amount of chances that you can win this beautiful PC back here. Anyway, guys, that is it for Robeytech Live today. We are back on Tuesday. Tuesday, do not forget, we are doing that incredible stream. We're doing that incredible build. We're going to be building this amazing system right here. This amazing system right here. We're going to be giving this away, the Blossom Beauty. That's an exclusive limited edition bundle. We're going to be doing, oops, I forgot. You can't see that. But anyway, the exclusive, oh, you know what? I'll bring it up in here. Let me just show you here. This is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be building this PC. Right here. We're going to be building this PC right here and giving it away. And just so you guys know, there is all of the special theme on it. It's a iQ 5000X RGB with iQ Link H150. It's got an NVIDIA RTX 4090 and a 14900K. So that's going to be happening on Tuesday. So make sure that you tune in and check out. That's going to be happening. And one of you might be the lucky winner to walk away with it. So yeah, that is going to be absolutely awesome. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for tuning in tonight. Thank you very much to BMOC and for Org and for Damien for hanging out with us in chat. Have a great, great rest of your evening, and we will see you guys on Tuesday. Bye, guys.